with on. Yeah, in this session, we are going to see database monitoring with on-prem, which means we are installing the database on our virtual machine, and we are going to monitor the database. And after that, log monitoring we will see. How can we collect the log? Already we have seen event monitoring for Windows, correct? Same like how can we collect the log monitoring? And inside the log, if we have any sensible data or security related data, for example, credit card or password, something like that, how can we scan that? Okay, how can we scan and hide that data? That we will see. After that, we'll go towards AW integration. Then finally, we will see one of the RDS database. Okay, RDS Postgres database I'll take and I'll explain you. Okay, so on-prem, I'm going to use MySQL. For cloud database services which we are going to use, correct? RDS. For that, I'll take Postgres SQL. Okay, but on-prem or cloud, if you are using MySQL or Postgres, the steps are similar, but the commands will be slightly changed, but the steps, the configuration methods are same only. Now, first what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one instance, a EC2 instance. On top of it, I'm going to install Pet Clinic, my application, because this is for on-prem, I'm going to use this Pet Clinic application like what we did last time. And by default in Pet Clinic, if you come and see here, they are using H2 database they are using. Okay. So this one, H2 the database they're using, that is lightweight database. Okay. So if you want to convert into MySQL or Postgres, what we need to do first, we have to create a MySQL database. After that, we have to do some settings. Then we have to rerun, or we have to create source code to target we are converting, correct, by using /mvnw maven. By using maven, what we are doing, we are converting source code to target the main application code, so that we are going to run again. After that, this data MySQL database will be set. When the MySQL database enabled for Pet Clinic, then we will go and integrate this MySQL database with Datadog, and we are going to monitor this database. Okay, that is what I'm going to do in a couple of hours. After that, we move towards log monitoring. Let me start one EC2 instance here. I'll open it. I thought we will keep it ready everything and I will show you, but then I thought that no, that will not good, because you may think that I have done something and just I'm showing demo. So that is why I'm going from scratch. So I'll go to use some user, for example, Pet Clinic itself. I'm going to, in the name of Pet Clinic, I'm going to create one host. I'll go and I'll go with the 8 GB. I'll select key pair, security group, default. I'll keep it 8 GB. Why? Because Pet Clinic is not taking more than 3 GB. So I'll keep 8 GB storage. Pet Clinic. So I'll take this IP address. I'll go and I'll create new session, SSH key or credentials. Then my Linux I used, open. Okay, EC2-user. I'll close the old sessions which I already opened, so that you will not get confused. Let me close all the old sessions. Okay, sudo -9. So normally what we'll do, we'll create one directory, my project, something like that. chmod 777 I'm giving. Now I'll go to my project. What are the basic things we need? We need Git as well as Java 17 we need to deploy my pet clinic application. Okay. Let me install. I have to type install. I'll go to my pet clinic. I'll copy this code. So it's done. I'm going to do git clone. If you want me to increase font size, let me know. I'll increase. CD Spring Clinic. Here, what we have? We have a source code. I'll clear it and show you in the top. So what we have here? We have source code. This is the raw code. I want to convert this into target application code. For that, I'm using Maven PACKAG. Okay, Maven space package. If you type, then it will convert from your source code to target code. As I said in my previous class, this job you no need to do. That will be done by application team only. But I'm explaining you the complete life cycle of application development or application CI/CD. For example, this is what this manual CI/CD I could say. The same thing if you do automation, then that will be automated CI/CD. That automated CI/CD, how can we do all those things? We are going to explain in our Kubernetes classes. So whatever we are doing, this is manual CI/CD. This is continuous integration. This is part of continuous integration. You are converting from source code to your application code, correct? This is what the continuous integration. After that, what we are going to do? We are going to deploy. That is continuous deployment. All those things, if you are doing by using any automation tool, then that is CI/CD tool. That's it. Okay, let it run this. It will take few minutes to complete this. I'll take one duplicate session. Meanwhile, I'll keep my server ready for Datadog. And some people may have doubt, can we open two terminals and all? Yes, Linux operating system is a multi-user and multitasking operating system, like Windows also. Okay, you can access from same user from multiple terminals. Okay, but sometime I think Windows will get locked. If you are using the same user, if you try to access from different terminals, then it will try to lock the previous user. But I'm not sure. I work more on Linux. Okay, but I have seen that issue on Windows servers. But Linux is multi-user, multitasking. So the same user you can access from multiple terminals. Now I have opened in same EC2 user and jump into root user. I'll open my Datadog portal. Okay, I'll go to install, like how we normally install the agent. I'm going to install on Linux. Okay, and I'm going to select the environment, something called I'll use my own environment so that you could see, can we use our own environment? Yes. So my env I'll give. Okay, my env I'm going to use. Select the API. The moment when you're using my env, see here the tags will be added here. See my env here. Okay. Now I'll go and copy. I'm going to install. I'm installing Datadog agent on virtual machine. So Datadog script itself, what it will do, it will download the package and it will install the package, then it will start the service and it will enable the service. So totally 4 things it will do, the script itself. So once it is up, then we will go and we will move towards APM. Okay, because we have to create APM as well, correct? Application performance monitoring.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is it the same server that you're that you're doing the source code build on?
Yes, correct. This is the same server only. That is what I explained. Linux
Okay.
operating system, you can use multiple terminal by using same user itself. If you see, the both the servers are same. One terminal I'm running my converting my source code to application code. Another terminal I'm just doing other works. Both are
All right,
same
thank you.
server. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So I have installed successfully here. Then I'll go and enable the APM. Okay. For enable the APM, most probably it will be look here. After some time, if you see, it will be come here. This is my old server. I check. I work on some 1 hour before. So this is my old server. New server, it will come. It will take some time. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll go and I'll create APM. So normally, how we will go and enable the APM on VM? Could anyone please tell if I want to enable APM on virtual machine, which one I have to select if out of these three options?
On a VM, right?
Yes.
We can go with the host base. Still, we can go on with the host base, right?
Very good. So we have to go with host base. Why? Because on top of VM, I'm going to install. If you are using any Docker or Kubernetes, then you have to go container based APM. Okay, now I'm using here host based. Very good. Okay, what is my application? In which code I have written? Java code I have written. That we already knows that. If you don't know, you have to check with the application team. You have to ask them, boss, your application written on which code? Okay. Sometime in the microservices, they have multiple services. Each and every services may have different code. Okay. But wherever you want to do APM, that particular service written on which code, you have to ask them. Okay. For example, here I'm going to apply this APM on my home page, correct? Like what I said, like hospital reception, correct? So that is where we are going to use the normally APM and RAM. Sorry, RAM is for hospital reception. I told, but here APM we are going to install complete our application. We are going to monitor complete our application. Okay, so Java. After that, I have to download this.
Khalil, one doubt. Like we are doing on-prem SQL monitoring, right? So we have to go with this approach only. APM only, right? What you're explaining?
See here, actually, what I'm doing, I'm going to enable APM as well. Okay,
Okay,
without
okay.
APM also you can go, no issues. But just I'm
Mm-hmm.
going with APM. That's it.
Okay.
Along with
Oh,
APM,
okay.
I'll go to my Spring Boot application directory. This is what application directory you have to install where you have your source code. Okay, so here I download this Java client as well. Now still it is running. Let it run. Now, one more thing we need. What we need? We need our service we need. That will be available /etc systemd system /pet clinic. You can give your name also, no issues. But whenever you are calling this service, you have to call it with this name. And this job, this particular job, creating service for pet clinic, whose responsibility? This job creating responsibility, either application team or platform team. Again, it is not our job at all. Okay, they have to maintain, they have to they have to deployments also they have to do. Who application team, and the same like here, the service also create by your operating system team or application team. You no need to worry. That is why I don't go and explain each and every part of the how the service is running, working, all those things. Okay, so I'll go and take my. I have created one service where that is in VM, APM VM, correct? I've created this service. See, initially we go with the script. Then what is the problem in script? When we are running script, see, initially we run from Java jar. After that, we added these option for APM, correct? But we used a script. If you see here, we started with the script and all, correct? But the problem is if you want to bring down your application, you have to go and you have to kill that script or that particular script, ps-ef pipe symbol grub java, then you have to kill your process. To overcome that issue, we created the service. This is what the advantage of service. Okay. This is what the advantage of creating service. So that what you can do, you can go and directly use systemctl start, systemctl stop. So those options you can use. That is the advantage when you're using service. So here something service name is my new. Okay. I'm going to use something new, this one. My service is for APM, correct? I'll use pet clinic, okay? Pet clinic itself. Pet clinic test, something like that I'm using. Service name. Rest of the things you know. And prod environment, I'll use my env, which I use there. Or you can use different for here, no problem. But good thing is you have to use the same environment. And by default, inside my projects, Spring Pet Clinic, we don't have log directory. If you don't have log directory, then we have to create it. Otherwise, the service will not start. I have saved. Then I'm coming and checking whether the log directory is there. It is not there. So I'm going to create log directory. mkdir-p, then this directory. Now, if you see, log directory has been, it is there. So when service is start, no, during that time, it will go and read all the files and folders. If the folder is not there, then service will not start, then it will give you an error. That is why I have created here. Anyway, this has been built successfully. Okay. Now I'm going to start my service. Which service? Pet clinic service. So systemctl start. First, I'll
I
show
have a
you
question.
status. Yeah.
So the service is allowing you to be able to do what? Access the not access the application, but access what are you trying to access within the service?
Okay, I'll tell you. See, if you don't have service, normally in your Java application, you will run your application by using this command Java, then wherever -jar, then your target directory, wherever you have .jar, no, that path you have to give. This is by using command you have to give, and this will run in the front end. Front end means you cannot execute anything else. For example, here I have done something. Okay, I run execute this command. After it will giving me the space to run another command. Correct? If it is running in front end, it will not allow you to run anything else. So that is why we move towards script. When the script we have using, if you see, I'm same pattern I'm using. Java I'm using here. Here also I'm using Java. Okay. And here jar and target is jar, correct? The same, if you see here, I'm using jar, then I'm using here target jar file. The jar file target complete path I'm giving. Okay.
Khalil, I think this one and APM things are actually conflicting and creating too much of confusion. I think we can just say that start an application and we can move on today, I think, Khalil. We can use one more terminal and we can go, because creating this service and the APM, because for many of us APM is new and this one is known, but creating a confusion as if this is also...
No. APM already we have taken. That is why I'm telling you APM. Okay. And second thing, if I blindly go and start the application, no, you may get confused what he's doing exactly. That is why I'm going one by one.
No,
So
you
hardly
explained this already. So the service thing, maybe
Yeah.
at the SH file, we can go ahead and start it.
Okay. So if you see the same application, the same command I'm running here, but adding some extra this one, and I'm running as a script. But the problem of the script, each and every time you have to start the script and you have to kill the script. That should not happen. That is why I'm moving towards services. Okay. This is the Linux service. Again, I'm telling it is not part of database, observability team. It is part of OS team. So I have created a service as well. Now I'm going to start the service. If you go and check the status, it is active and running now. Okay. Now I'll go and try to access my application. Take my IP address and I'll go and try to access my application 8080. Okay. I'm able to access my application. If you go and check APM also enabled. So I'll go and check APM services. See, suddenly when you are coming and checking, no, your APM service will not visible. So during that time, you have to go and change your 1 minute environment.
So as part of this part, our monitoring part, observability part, we did two things. One is install the agent on the host, and second thing is we downloaded the application specific jar and put it in the application folder. These two things we did it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, just I'm doing some transactions so that it will show me.
Previously, we did one more thing. We copied a part of a XML file, code, and put it in the HTML front end page. No.
That is RAM, real user monitoring.
Okay. Okay. It is specific to each task. Okay.
Yeah. So this my APM is working. Okay, I'm able to see the my application here, and the data source also I'm able to see. This data source is H2 data source. Now what we are going to do, this data source I'm going to change it into MySQL. To explain this only, I'm explaining the application, related application. If you understand application very well, then only easily it will be help. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this from this data source to MySQL. So for that, we have to do some steps. So I'll open this MySQL on-prem DB monitoring. What we need to do first, we have to create a MySQL database where I need to create, where my application running. Okay, I'll close one of the window. Okay, one of the terminal I close. So this is what my terminal now. So what I need to do, I have to create a database first. So I have given steps here. So this is what the steps which I'm going to follow to install the database. Installing database also part of database team, but I'm explaining you. Okay, wait, it is installing. Okay, wget normally it will be available. Okay, so most probably it will tell already it is there. Okay, I'll go and install it on some other place. I don't want to keep these unwanted RPMs for installation RPM and all inside my pet clinic folder. So I am downloading somewhere else. So I'll run it. After that, you have to run this. These are the steps. If you want to install, then you have to follow these other. Then I'm going to install MySQL server. Okay, after that, I'm going to enable MySQLD so that next reboot, it should start. I'm going to start MySQLD service. Okay, so whenever you, I'll check the status also once it is start. Now what we have done, we created one, we installed MySQLD on my server. Okay, status, so it is running. See, whenever you install any database, initially it will provide one root password. You have to keep that root password. After that, you can change the root password as well. Okay. Now this is what my password. After taking root password, we have to change the root password also, correct? So that is why I'm going to run this secure installation, which means it is not only change the root password, it will ask some questions to you. That is security related questions. You have to say yes or no. Okay. The moment when you are running this, first it will ask, enter your root password. So I'll go and I'll enter this. So this is what my root password, correct? Okay, then it is asking new password. I'll give my new password. Retype. So it is telling that the password is weak password. If you want to change, I say no, I don't want to change it. It is asking remove anonymous user. So it will create some anonymous users and all. I'll say no as of now. Then disallow login from remotely. I'm telling no, don't disallow. Please allow me if anyone want to access my database from outside. Then remove test database. It has one test database. Do you want to remove? I said no. Okay. Then load privilege table, right? Tables now. Yes, I said yes. Go and load it. Whatever privilege I have given, go and load it. Again, these steps and all done by your database team. You are not going to do in your organization, but just I'm showing a demo how the database we are creating here. Okay, that is done. See, till that I have captured so that you will not you will not get you should not get confused. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm login as a root. The moment when I'm login as a root, which password I need to give? Here I change one password, correct? Initially, so that password I have to give. See, now I entered into MySQL. If you see left hand, wherever you are seeing MySQL greater than symbol, you are inside the database. Wherever you are seeing this @ symbol or dollar symbol, then you are outside the database. Okay, which means you are outside. You are in the server. Now inside, I jumped into inside the server. There, I'm going to create one database for pet clinic because I'm going to connect this database with my pet clinic application. So I'll create it. Then password I need to give here my own password. You give your password. I'm going to use same pet clinic password itself. Pet clinic @123 I'm giving. Okay, done. Then grant all the privilege. Done. Then flush intervals. Flush privilege. Okay, then everything I have created one database and I have created the user and I've given the permission to the user. Okay, then I have to go and change the property inside that MySQL property is there. In the source code, I'm changing. See here, pet clinic SRC. I'm not changing inside the target. I'm going to change the source code. So I'm telling that, boss, you don't use your H2 database. Please use my MySQL property, MySQL database. Okay. For that, you have to come out. For come out, you can use exit, EXIT. Okay. Now, if I say cat and this file, okay, cat and this file, see by default, there is this is what the setup. I have to change it. I have to give my username and password and all. Already I created my MS SQL username just now I created, correct? Inside the MySQL. So here I'm going to use 127.0.127.0.0.1. This is also localhost. Instead of giving localhost, give 127.0.0.1. Now 2236 3306. This 3306. This 3306 is a port number which your MySQL is using. Okay, and slash pet clinic our database that we already created. Pet clinic only the username for that. What password I have set? Capital letter P, pet clinic. @123. This is what the password. And the rest of the thing, leave it. So I told where I said where I updated my configuration. I updated inside the source code, but still my target code doesn't know. You go to my project and the Spring Boot ls. I have changed this inside the source code, but my target still doesn't know these changes. For that, what we need to do? We have to rebuild the application. To rebuild the application, okay, directly go and run this command, second command. If it is not working, then you can go with the cleanup. Sometime you will do some mess up, correct? So in that case, what you can do, you can clean it first. After that, you can go. But just I'm going with the second command. Directly I'm going. I'm applying these changes. I'm rerunning by applying these changes. Okay. Before that, what we need to do, we have to stop the pet clinic. See, systemctl stop pet clinic, right? Let me control C. I have not run that command. Systemctl stop pet clinic service. Okay, my service stopped. You go and check status. Okay, so it is stopped state. Or else you can go and check PSF in a pipe symbol graph Java as well. Okay, it is stopped. Now I'm going to run this command. When you are running this command, where you need to run the .mvnw, wherever your source code you have, correct? See here, mvnw also there. There you have to run it. Now I'll run it. See what it is doing? It is updating. It is telling my application target code that this guy is going to use MySQL. See, when you are doing this, normally what happen? No, here it is coming and it is hung in the last stage. After complete this, see here Hikari data source, that is H2 is nothing but Hikari data source, something like that. So it is command, it is stuck in here because the Hikari data source is shutting down. That is why. In that case, you just give Control C. The moment when you are giving Control C, see here, it is shutting down initiated, shutting down completed. Okay. Now the moment when I'm starting my application, it will not use your H2 database. Instead, it will use your MySQL database. I'm going to start it. Okay. After that, I'll go and check whether I'm able to access my application or not. Okay. We'll wait for a few seconds. Okay. It came. Okay. Now I'm going to do some interactions or transactions here. I'll open any of the owner and I'll just edit their name and I'll update so that it will interact with backend database as well. So I'll add some pet. Okay. So something like you today, and that will be like dog. Add pet. I have added. So I did some transactions. And I'll come here, find owners. I'll go and I'll one more. So this guy became Devi. Okay. I have updated. Now we'll come and see the changes here. That new database should come here. Okay. Last 1 hour. Okay, no problem. Okay, it will take some time to reflect here. So here, instead of 2 or 1, it should show me 2. Okay, we'll see. I'll do some more transaction or just even though if you do one transaction also it will capture, but it is taking some time. First time it will take some time to capture that new database. Okay. So it is last capture 1852. Now I'm in 7.5. So this is not the latest this one, correct? Data should convert it into the new database. Oh, come on here. Okay, it is coming actually.
So Khalil, one doubt. In
Tell
our
me.
environment, the SQL servers are hosted on Windows machines. So here you created the data store on where the APM was enabled, right?
No,
So
no, no.
in
Come
our
again. Come again. Sorry. Come again.
so in our environment, we have SQL servers hosted on Windows machines. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So in that case, how should we begin monitoring? Here we had the APM created first, right? On that we created one more database, right? So
Correct.
in our case, does APM needs to be enabled first, and then only uh, database can be discovered, like we are doing now?
No, no, no. It is not like that. See here. Why I'm installed APM in the sense here APM will monitor both, correct? Your service as well as data source. To show that only I installed APM. Okay. In
Okay.
your server, in your organization, if they have dedicated separate database, their
Hmm,
application itself not running, correct? So
hmm,
there you no need to install APM. Directly you
okay,
can come and you can configure your server. You integrate your server and you can do that. Okay. You
okay.
can leave the APM part and you can start from here where it will be like when I created installing MySQL servers, correct? From
When you
here
will show
only,
that, yeah,
yeah,
okay,
from here only the main picture is starting.
understood. Got it now. Thank
But
you.
yeah, along with the application, if I show easily, people will understand. That is why I introduced this application.
Understood now. Understood.
Yeah. So if you see now, data source is two data source, correct? So both are environment is my environment only. So which one is latest database? How can we know? If you go and check last 5 minutes, which database interacted. So this is what my new database. Okay. If you want, you can go inside and you can check which when it is last captured. If we 19.5, correct? 19.5 last date, it is 3 minutes before. Okay. So this is what my database. I'm able to see all the transactions. Okay. But if you see here, it will not show you the database related queries. If you come here, what it is telling, set up database monitoring. Yes, boss, you have database on your application. It is attached. I'm able to see who is telling, APM is telling, but I cannot go inside the database. I cannot go and check it. APM work is just it will give you the overall picture of your database. Okay, but it cannot go. For example, how many users logged in inside the database? APM cannot tell you, but it will tell you about application. It will not tell you about this one, correct? Database. So that is why now we are going to integrate my database. This is what just now someone asked question, correct? If they have separate database, then how can we do? That is what I'm going to do now. Now integrate.
So previously, when it is an integrated database, it used to pull, is it, that information?
Sorry, come again.
If it is an integrated database, not the dedicated database, inbuilt database, so it could track all those information, user connected for DB, everything.
Correct. That is what we are going to do now. That is what we are calling an on-prem database. On-prem database means your database is not on cloud service. They are not using RDS something. We have different cloud service, correct? Your database installed on your virtual machine.
Okay.
If that is installed on your virtual machine, how can we monitor? So
Okay.
here you come and go to your MySQL, correct? MySQL, click on MySQL. Now they have given some steps here. If you want to configure, by default it will be uninstall. Let
This
me
is same like what we went for Linux host and installed all those.
correct.
Okay.
Normally it will be like uninstall. Okay. So what you need to do, you have to follow below steps. Which steps? If you want to configure this, then you have to follow below steps. What are the steps? See, you have to create one Datadog user, correct? And after that, you have to check this and all checkings. Okay. Then you have to grant a permission. This is for 5.6 and 5.7, but we are using 8 point, MySQL 8 point we are using, so that we have to run these commands. Okay. Alter the user. After that, grant process on something process monitoring on. After that, this and all checking whether it is perfectly done or not. Then this is performance schema. Then you are giving the schema to Datadog user. Finally, you are giving some MySQL that inode B. No. Inode B, something like that. Index status. That also you are enabling for database. After that, if you have to go and restart your application. No need. Before restarting your application, you have to go and configure the MySQLD. This is what the steps we have to follow. If you follow these steps properly, then only your database can communicate with Datadog. That is what the steps they have given. Now we are going to execute one by one and we will see. Okay. The steps, whatever here they have given, I have written here all the steps. Okay. If you come here.
And these steps can be used in, they are not dependent to any OS. It works for both Linux and Windows.
No.
Okay.
No problem. You can directly go and execute it from there. Okay. Why? Because this, if you see most of the commands, it is we are executing inside the database. MySQL, see MySQL prompt came. Correct? So that is why. So first we are going to create one user. For that, what we need to do? We have to log in as a root. Correct? So I have to log in inside the database. So what is the command to log in as a root? MySQL-u root-p. This is initially we give set root user, correct? Root password. The first time, that is what the password here. Now I came into the MySQL prompt. What I'm going to do? I'm going to create one user. Okay, I'll create. And here you have to set the password as well. They have given your own password. So you have to change the password and create it. So I'm going to use the username called Datadog and password Datadog. Username should be Datadog. Why? Because by using this username only, your database speaking with Datadog. Okay. So password you can give whatever you want. And verify. So for verify, we have to command from outside. We are going and we are verifying. While you are accessing your database outside, this is what the command MySQL-user, then password. This is I'm given here hardcode password, but in your organization or most probably database team have different ways for encryption, decryption, and all. They know very well. Okay, so I hope it is created, but I'll run and execute and let you know this command. Next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the permissions to Datadog. Okay, permission also done. Then alter user, some maximum 5 user. So this is something user restriction, max to max 5 user. If you want, you can give 10 user also, no issues. Then process on. Okay, verify the replication client. So from outside, we are going to execute. So exit from here. I'll go and exit first this command, whether my user created properly or not. Okay. See, my user has been created. It is showing uptime because in the query, I have requested uptime. See here, uptime and echo blah, blah, I requested. So both the option it is giving me, both the output it is giving me. After that, I need to go and check whether client replication client created or not. See, MS SQL grant okay. The permissions, whatever we have given here, those are accepted. No issue. Next, check and assign performance schema. To set the performance, assign the performance schema, we have to log in again as a root. Okay. Now you can go and okay, first they are checking this one. No? Okay, root. I logged in as a root. Okay. Then you come and show database schema. Just it is checking. So this is what database schema. Now they are going to give the permission for Datadog schema level permission. And this permission also we are going to give. If you see here inside the integration part, I have followed all these steps. Okay. So I have followed all these steps till here I have done. Correct? MySQL, I know something. Now we have to go on, we have to update some information inside the conf.yaml because your Datadog should know that you have created a database, that your database Datadog should be monitored. How your Datadog come to know? You have to update something in the configuration file. Which configuration file again? You can update on main configuration file or specific configuration file which is dedicatedly available inside the confd folder. Main folder, you can do that, but that is not recommended. You have to use the folder if you are integrating any known source, then you have to go and integrate it via conf.d only. I'll go there. I'll go to my first this one. Sorry, I'm going to /etc Datadog agent. Inside it, if you see, we have folder called confd. This folder we have used for custom monitoring, correct? Same confd folder. I'm going here. We have all the directories. Most of the directories are covered here, which is taken care by Datadog. Okay. So all the different tools which we are using in cloud and on-prem. So all the tools are almost it is there. If you don't have anything, you create your own folder and you create YAML file. That is not an issue at all. Okay. So now, do we have a folder for MySQL? Let me check. Go to MySQL. Yes, I have folder. Inside that I have conf.example. This is conf.yaml is there, but they have given example. This is not active configuration file. Okay, if you see, they have same like init config, instances, host, username and password, port number, all those things we have to declare, correct? So you can do many things as here. If you have a session with the Datadog team, sorry, database team, then they will ask you to enable this option, disable those options. They will help you because you don't know, and you and me doesn't know much about database, correct? So they know that. So whenever we are enabling this configuration file, we have to take them on call and we have to explain them and we have to get the input from them. Now, what I'll do, I'll create one conf file, conf.yaml. I'll create new conf.yaml. You can copy or you can create, but just I have already this code I have, correct? Copy and paste it and replace these options. What I'm going to do, I have already, so I'm going to copy and paste that. See here I have my instance is localhost, Datadog, password, port number, options. These are the things which referred by Datadog. I'm going to enable it here. If you are not using,
so host is the name of the DB instance we want to monitor, right? Whether it is temp.db or master.
Correct. Whatever you are giving, so that you have to give here host. Okay. I have provided the information inside my configuration.yaml. If you see .yaml, what is the user is there? DD agent is there. Even though if you keep it root, it will work. Why? Because read permission is there for Datadog agent. But for safer side, what we will do? We will change the ownership as well. chown DD-agent DD-agent space YAML. Okay. Okay. Now, if you go and check ls-lh for both, it is looks good. If you don't do also, it will work. Why? Because for others, it has read permission. But for safer end, this is the normal things. Whenever you are doing any changes, you any file whenever you are create, you change it to DD agent. Okay. What I have done so far, I have completed the configuration file. I told now to Datadog agent. Still, your Datadog agent knows that don't know until unless you restart your service, correct? Until unless you restart your Datadog service. Whenever you are restarting, your Datadog agent will come and read all the folders. And if any changes happen inside any folder, suddenly it will pick up and it will add into the configuration. Okay. Now I'll go to here. Okay. Restart this one. I'll restart it. I'll go and restart. Systemctl. Restart. Pet clinic. Sorry, not pet clinic. Datadog agent. Okay. I'm going to restart it. Now our Datadog agent came to know that, okay, I go to monitor this database as well. Now we'll go and see whether I'm able to access or not. Before that, what we need to do, we have to go to the integration part. Here, we have to install this plugin. Okay, integration install. See here, it is showing partially install. No problem, we'll see. Because just now I installed and uninstalled those, so it is. Okay, I'll go to Datadog collection host. If you go here, it is showing the host as well, which host it is installed. Okay. Monitor resource. If you go to the monitor resource, it has provided you two what is that? Dashboards. I'm opening this dashboard in a different window tab. Okay. So if you see here, come and see. One is giving MySQL. See, it is started collecting the information about your MySQL. It is started collecting the information about MySQL. Okay, here also we have data, but the data is 0. That is why it is showing like this. Okay. And if you come down, the many data you can see regarding MySQL CPU, what is the CPU say, speed, load, system memory. This is system related. Okay, this information you are seeing. If you want, you can clone also. I'll show you clone. Before that, let me go and show you MySQL overview. See here, it will show you how much connections count. Okay, last I'll keep it 15 minutes because just now it is started, correct? Or else I keep 5 minutes. So if you go, it will show you connection count and throat port. After that, it will see any rate queries if you have all the information. I know DB buffer pool. Okay, I know DB buffer pool. This also we have. But most of the things, to be honest, I don't know. The database who are good at database, they knows that. Okay, running thread, unconnected thread, all this information it is started collected. Okay. So previously, this information, we didn't get the chance to see that. Okay. Now we are able to see inside database what is happening by using these two dashboards. Okay. If you want any other things, if you are feeling that no, my particular metric is not there inside this dashboard, no problem. You go there. Here, when you select data collected, correct? Here it will show all the matrices. You can see 24 pages we have. So from that metrics, whatever metrics you are feeling that it is missing on the dashboard or it is important to you, then you can create these metrics and you can see this. Okay.
Khalil, can you share these two dashboards for our?
Yes, correct. I'll show you. I'll clone it. For example, I need this dashboard. Just clone it in the name
Sure,
of
sure.
in the name of just I'm giving MySQL pet clinic. Okay. I'll show MySQL pet clinic. Clone it. The same here. I'll clone this as well. For this, MySQL overview pet clinic. And I'll clone it. Now I'll go towards this one dashboard list. Okay. Yeah, dashboard list. Here, MySQL. Yeah, MySQL overview pet clinic. MySQL overview pet clinic. We have correct. September 7th. It is 7/24. It is created. So I'll go to MySQL pet clinic. So here what you can do, you will have the edit option now. You can do and you can edit. If you want, you can add new widget if you want. For example, along with this, you are going to add some file systems which is related to your database server that you can add it. This one something they have given. If you don't want, you can cancel it. You can delete it. You can add whatever you want. And if you want to see what this one they have used, what is the metric they have used, go to edit option. Sorry, not here. Here we have edit option. Go to edit option. So they are using MySQL net.aborted connects, something like that. So whatever the connection aborted, correct? So those information you will see. And they have given the option here, scope. If you don't want this, if you want to select for only particular server or if you have your own tags, then you can use your tags. Okay. Here, if you don't want something like, if you want to see if it is less than 0 green and less than or equal to green. Okay. And if it is greater than red, if you want to change some other, you can. Then you can go and keep it 15 minutes. And if you want, you can go and give the title also. Okay. Just I save it. Like that, you can do whatever. If you want to share, how we'll share dashboard and public. When I'm sharing public, it is telling anyone can access. I said no problem. Keep it for 4 hours. Okay, no issues. Expire is on. So when by tonight it will go for expire. Then some edit variables if you want, you can go share the dashboard. The moment when you are sharing, it will give you one link. If you access this link, you can access from your end. Let me share this.
I'll also share that another one. We'll get to know the metrics it is shown.
Yeah. So another one is, I'll go to dashboard list. MySQL, which one I shared? Okay, pet clinic I shared. So overview, this is overview. Okay, I'll share this as well. Last 1 hour it is there, I'll keep it. Okay, no problem. You change it if you want. Share the dashboard. Publicly, I'm going to share. I understand this on today, 4 hours. Okay. Okay, this one past how many hours it should show. Okay, past no problem, even though if 4 hours shows also. This is what today night it will go and the access will be stopped. I have copy URL. Then go to this. Both are different URLs, correct? Yeah, different URLs. You can see that. If you find any of your metric is not there, then you can go and check the metrics of integration page and you can find it. Okay. Now, if you see here, it is collecting this information, but I don't see the logs. See, logs is empty. There is no log. Now we are going to enable the log monitoring. We are going to enable it. How can we go and enable? I'll show you. If you go the same integration page, if you come down, they have given the instruction for log monitoring as well. Okay. If you come here inside under the configuration, they have clearly mentioned if you want log monitoring, if you want to enable log monitoring, see, if you want log collection, then you have to do these changes. See, inside /etc my config will be there. Inside that you have to go and log error for this one and normal general log and this one for error log and this one for slow query log. So please create three different types of logs. After that, if you want, you can enable the log rotating. Log rotating I'm not going to do here. Why? Because anyway it's not going to use. I'm not going to create huge amount of log and rotate the log. I'll tell you what is log rotating. See, inside the log rotating, what happens sometime due to logs, your file system will be full. If your file system full, then your application may impact. Your application cannot process properly, correct? If your mobile storage full, will your camera work properly? It will open, but if you click any picture, it will say there is no storage, correct? The camera performance will be, it will not work. Same like some other application also will not work. Like that, whenever your storage is full, then your application will not work properly. That is why what we are going to do, we are going to monitor this logs file. If this log file, here they have given every 7 days it should be rotate, correct? But we have many options in log rotate that will be taken care by your operating system team. Okay, they will guide you. So we have one of the option called whenever this log file goes to some MB, for example, 1 GB, when it is reached 1 GB, it should be rotate. Daily it will go and check for every some time. Okay. And if it is more than 1 GB or equal to 1 GB, what it will do? It will compress your log. Not only compress, it will delete your old log as well. Old in the sense, see here, they have mentioned 7, correct? So last 7 compressed log will be, it will keep, and 8th one, it will be deleted. The latest 7 it will keep, and old 8th one, it will be deleted. So that is what the concept of log rotating in Linux operating system. Okay, if you want, you can enable it, but I'm not going to enable here. Okay, now, if I want to monitor any log, what is the basic thing? First, I have to go and enable the log log enable equal to true. The same thing we did, the same option we have enabled for Windows also, correct? Event management also. Same like here, we have to go and enable the log underscore enable on my main configuration file. This is important. Where I'm going to do, so this one I'm going to tell my MySQL configuration, and this log enable I'm going to tell my Datadog.yaml. But this log configuration I'm going to do, correct? Where I'm going to do, I'm going to do inside the mysql.d conf file. As I said, this log monitoring you can declare Datadog.yaml also. It will work, no problem. Okay, but the main thing is, whenever you have dedicated folder, Inside you have dedicated configuration file. Please go and do all your configuration. Keep all your configuration, whether it is integrated configuration or whether it is log configuration, whatever configurations you have, keep it in your own configuration file. That is what the recommended way. Okay, this log monitoring, we are going to enable it. Now, first what I'll do, where is my log available? What are the logs are available? I'm going to check in my application. Okay, so that where it will be available? It will be available vi or cat, I'll say cat /etc my.cnf. How I know that it is available inside the C/etc my.cnf? It is simple. Go and check in MySQLD documentation. Go and ask that where the main configuration file will be available for MySQLD. That will give you the information. Okay, /etc my.cnf. Here only my main configuration file will be available. This is what the configuration file for MySQLD. So if you see here, it has declared my log file. I'll open with vi so that you will see some colorful. Okay. If I open here, see where is my log error? Log error, something they have mentioned, where log mysql.log. So this one I don't want. Why? Because in varlog is a common directory, correct? Varlog is a common directory. There, if it is keep on mysqld.log and all there, no, we cannot apply the log rotate and all properly. Why? Because if we have dedicated folder for MySQL, easily I could tell the operating system team, hey, operating system team, your log rotation don't apply on my MySQLD folder. Because I have separate log rotation D configuration. Like that, we can separate it. That is why we need a separate log directory for us. Where I'm going to select where log, inside that I'm going to use one MySQL folder I'm going to use. Inside it, I'm going to create it. Okay. Where is my file is there? Where is my log directory I'm going to create? mkdir. I'll tell you cd/where log I'm going. Okay. If you see, Datadog have dedicated folder. Okay, some SSSD have dedicated folder. Many things have, Amazon have, Crony have dedicated folder. But my logd, MySQL only, there is no dedicated folder. I'm telling that, no, I'm going to use my dedicated folder, mkdir-p. Okay, MySQL. I'm going to use one dedicated folder for me. See here, I have created MySQL. Inside this dedicated folder, I'm going to store all my logs. What kind of 3 types of log I'm going to create? One is error log, another one is common general log, another one is slow query log. So 3 logs I'm going to create. For that only, I have mentioned here, they have mentioned here, if you create those, you have to inform your configuration file also, correct? If you simply create here and you leave it, how your MySQL knows that you have created dedicated log folder you created? How your MySQL knows that? Your MySQL doesn't know until and unless you are update this information to configuration file, correct? First, let me create these folders. Then I'll go and tell MySQL that boss, I have created my dedicated folder. If you want to send any logs, please send to these folders. Okay. Okay, for that, I have mentioned here in my Datadog. So these are the steps I have given to create create log files. Okay, what is this? Okay, first I'll create log file, mkdir. Already this one I created. Okay, inside the where log, I have created where log. Then I'm going to create, touch is nothing but create a file. Inside the MySQL, I'm going to create mysql.log. After that, touch, create 3 types of logs I'm going to create. And I'm going to provide a permission also. Okay, MySQL, because MySQL is my user. How can I come to know MySQL is my user? Plus ef pipe symbol graph MySQLD. If you run, see MySQLD, this is my service name. That service is running from MySQL server. How Datadog running from DD-agent, correct? Like that MySQL running from MySQL user. That is why I'm going to set up my MySQL log directory for user and group is MySQL only. -r, why I have mentioned, inside the MySQL directory, I have created 3 different error files, log files, correct? So please apply these changes on all the log files. Okay. Now if you go and check, okay, 755 is there. Let me check. I'll give the permission also. I'll give ownership and permission. Okay, ch1 is ownership, chmod is permission. Now I'll check ls-ld, ls-ld, log mysqld, book. See, MySQL, I have given 755 permission. Same like I'll go to inside my log mysqld. I'll do ls-ld. Inside the currently I'm standing MySQL folder, correct? Inside it I have 3 log files. All log files I have done MySQL in one shot I did. That is the power of -r. This is basic operating system of Linux. Okay. Anyway, so I have created the folder and I have mentioned, I have given the proper permissions as well. Now my my SQLD don't know that I have created. So I have to go and tell them my SQL, MySQL, vi/etc myCNF, correct? myCNF. But in the document they have given /etc MySQL myCNF. That path may be differ version to version, correct? That is not an issue. We have to find the exact path and we have to tell. I'll come down. Go to insert mode. I copy and paste this. This I copied from integration folder. See, here only I copied. Don't get confused, okay? Okay. If you see, here we have MySQLD. Oh, okay. This one came. 1 minute. Copy this. Paste it. Okay. So okay. So escape dd. Okay. I will mention this. Okay. MySQLD already here also it is there, so it will get confused. So I'll remove this MySQLD. Okay, TD. The comment wherever you have, that is not an issue. And second, I already have dedicated for this one for var log, error log. Okay, I'll comment it. I don't want this anymore. So rest of the things are not related to log. That is normal. Okay. Okay, good. Now I'll save. After save, if you see ls-lrt, for example, I'll take normal mysql.log. If I say cat, nothing is there. This is empty, correct? Still, your MySQL doesn't know that you have created this. Even though you done the configuration, you update the configuration, still your MySQL is not know these changes. What we need to do if MySQL service want to know these changes? This is common question. Wherever you do any changes in the configuration file, what you need to do?
Restart agent.
Very good. You have to restart that particular application. Then only that application comes to know that, okay, there is some changes and it will take those information. So systemctl restart MySQLD service. Okay. I'm going to restart it. The moment when I'm go and restart, now ls-lrt will give. See here, there is some data. See, previously it is 0, but now it is 179. Let me show the not like the tail I will give. Tail -f will give continue information. See, some data is keep on, it is monitoring. It will keep on, it will update here. Okay. Now I have changed the configuration file. According to them, I have done the changes. Okay. We'll come here. Yes, boss. Whatever you said, I have done. I have done the changes. Log rotation, I don't care about it. Now I'll go to the Datadog. I just now what I explained to MySQLD. Plus, I have created these folders and files. And now whenever you have any data, please go and paste here. But now I'm going to tell to my Datadog agent, I'm going to enable log monitoring. For that, what I need to do? First, I have to go datadog.yaml. I have to enable the Datadog YAML. Inside it, I have to enable logs underscore enabled equal to true. Where the Datadog configuration file will be there, datadog.agent, datadog.yaml. If you see in the C Windows, you have to go C drive, program data, that is hidden folder. Inside that you have this datadog.yaml. Okay. Now I'll go better. I'll come the last. No problem. Shift G if you press, you will come last. I'll keep it here. Logs underscore enabled. Okay. So I logs underscore enabled colon true. Now, what your Datadog agent comes to know? Okay, this guy this guy asking me to monitor logs as well. What are the logs? Where is the log configuration is there? It will go and normally it will go and check in the Alta folder, correct? Whichever folder you have you have declared the log monitoring, whatever the configuration file, it will start monitoring your logs. Okay. Now we'll go and check. See what they have mentioned. You have to please three types of file we are using, correct? Error like file path you have to give, service name, some service name you give. Like that, they have mentioned the same data I have copied and I pasted with updated details here. See, this is what my local host, same, sorry, this one already it is there. Where? Inside the configuration file, it is there. So now I'm going to add this part, log path only I need to add it. So just I'll copy this. Okay, here also I have some spaces. Okay, no issues. I'll copy this. I'll fix that space issue later. Okay, it is coming in the corner itself. No issues. Logs, no issues. Okay, we'll see. So I'll copy this and I'll go and I'll update. Where I need to update? Configuration file. Which configuration file I need to update? I have to update MySQL configuration file. Here, generally I said I'm going to monitor log. Okay. Even though here also you can declare, as I said, even though here also you can declare, it will work. But if you have dedicated configuration file, then you have to declare that is the correct one. Where I have dedicated configuration file sqld/etc datadog agent and confd. Inside the confd, I have mysqld. Inside the mysqld, I have conf.yaml, right? So here only I updated all these things. What I'll do, I'll go to the end. I'll paste this. So if you see, this is what var log inside that MySQL and MySQL.log. And one more important thing I'm telling you, most of the time, even though in my initial period when I was working in observability, I scratched my head for 2 days. One of the issue. What is the issue though? People are telling that the one of the application team came and told that I'm not able to the monitoring, whatever I'm monitoring my logs are not, I'm getting error in the log, but those logs I'm not able to see in the Grafana. That is log monitoring dashboard we have. Okay, in the dashboard I'm not able to see. So I checking all the places I checked. There is no problem at all. After 2 days, I came to know the path here, correct? This path, where log, MySQL, blah, blah, blah. For this path, my agent, actually we were using InfluxDB. So that InfluxDB agent, Telegraph actually, InfluxDB agent, the Telegraph agent is not able to read, that read permission is not there. So whenever you have any file you are creating, make sure that the user should have the right permission. Which user? Your monitoring user. Your monitoring user have right permission to go and read that log, correct? So I created here, but I hope I have given chmod, I given correct? Yes, that is why dedicatedly I mentioned those points. Which point? Here I have given ch1, I given correct? So ch1, chmod. So that is very much important. If you don't give that, if you don't have your DD agent, and one more thing, 755 I given. You may ask MySQL only, but my DD agent only go and read it, correct? So what option I given? 55. This is 7 for user, this user, MySQL user, 5 for MySQL group, and another 5 for who is not part of user or group. My DD agent is not part of group or user, correct? It will come in the other category. So it has 5 permission. 5 is nothing but 8421 method. 8421. Yeah, 421 method. 4 plus 1, 5. Anyway, I'll tell you, my this one Datadog agent will come in other category. Other have 5. 5 means read and execute. Both the permission my DD agent have. So going forward in your career, whenever you are working on observability, if you find anything that I'm not able to see my logs or my script is not working, you are using any custom script, my script is not working, not executing properly, your Datadog not fetching, like that and all, they will say. Simply you have to, what you need to check, whether your DD-agent have the read and execute permission or not. That is what you need to check. Okay. I'm going to save it. Okay. I'll save everything. So here I given the service name MySQL error. For here I'm giving MySQL slow. For giving MySQL general. You can give whatever name service name you want, but this part should be properly you have to give. Okay. Oof. Now I have done the configuration. Okay. Now tell me which service I need to restart, because configuration file I did changes, correct? Which service I need to start?
Of course, the agent, right?
Okay, which agent?
Datadog agent,
Datadog
right?
Very good. So why? Because Datadog agent configuration file only I did the changes. So systemctl restart Datadog agent. After restart, I'll go and check whether I'm able to see or not. Status. Okay, done. Okay, now we will go and see our dashboard, whether I'm able to access, I'm able to see the logs or not. Okay, I'll refresh here.
Khalil, have you faced any issue like you have enabled the log monitoring, but whenever our agent tries to connect, it gets an error that log file is currently being written and you do not have the permission, means it is busy error we get because active writes are happening on the log file. So how do you solve that issue? Or you ask them to create a log rotation policy and so that we don't use the active log file?
No, it is not like that. Okay. I'll tell you, for that, normally whenever we are writing, we are creating any plugins, correct? Even though if you come and check here, the plugins which they are written, Datadog also, it will go and try to read the file. For example, file access denied you are getting. The moment when it is
we are getting the file is the process is we're getting
locked.
busy error.
Correct, busy.
Yeah.
So, okay, file is busy or it went to corrupted state, something like that. It is not due to permission, it is went to some other state. So you have some time. So your Datadog agent keep on, it will not hold. It will wait for some seconds. After that, it will release it. Okay, it will release and it will. So whenever people are coming and tell you that I'm not able to see my log file, then what you need to do, you have to go and check the permission. After that, you have to go and check the whether file status, whether it is in locked state or what state. Okay, especially it will happen whenever you are enabling log rotating, correct? The people's by default it will go and they will directly go and log rotate. For example, LSF and LH if I give, so here 1 GB, 2 GB if it is coming, directly what they will do, greater than symbol, and they will put this mysql.log, then that's it, it will clear. If you in Linux, if you use greater than symbol, then mysql.log, no, then what happened? It will clear all the content which is available inside it. That is what the power of greater than symbol in Linux. So in that case, what happened? If MySQLD hold this log file, correct? Like this log file, it will MySQLD service will be hold. So during the time, this log file will go to the unresponsive state or corrupted state. That is what he is asking. If it goes to corrupted state, how my Datadog agent react? Correct? Your Datadog agent simply it will release it. It will just go and check and it will not collect anything. It will keep it. It will release that file. Something like the file is not sometime inside the Datadog agent you have the log file, correct? If you go /etc Datadog agent, there you have log files here for Datadog agent. You go and check that log. Inside that log, it will keep on give you an error that you have a issue and some permission, even the file permission issue also, it will give you an error. Okay.
Is the log
For
file to troubleshoot the agent to see the agent related logs?
yes, it is there. It is there. See the omnet opt Datadog agent. Yeah, okay, not here. Var log itself we have /var log Datadog. Inside that, if you come, this is vulnerability. You have the logs, agent log, processor agent log, trace related log, all these things here. Where you have to go and check. If you go and check in the agent.log, then here it will show you. Okay, this is file is logged. Due to that, I'm not able to read. I don't have
Okay.
permission. Due to that, I'm not able to read. Okay,
Yeah,
and you
but
may have, yeah,
but
go ahead.
we have the permission now. Now we started the polling log file monitoring, and we started getting this text file busy. So it's not our issue, right? It's more kind of the active write is happening on that log file, due to which we are not able to read the content, even if the permissions are there. In that
Correct.
case, I
This problem came to my career, and I fought with the OS team. There is a big fight was going
Mhm,
between our team and OS team, because I'm a Linux guy. Correct. I know very well
mhm,
about how log monitoring is working, log rotate is
mhm,
working. Correct. So I
mhm,
explained them very well. Then they log a case with social Linux. Actually, they were using. Then I
mhm.
explained them. Finally, they fixed the issue from log rotating. But these
Exactly.
guys
They
continuously from 3 months they scratch our head like anything.
right. Means for this issue, log rotation should happen, right? So that we have a separate log file to read on
Correct.
instead of
Correct.
active log file.
Yes, that should happen properly. And that is why
Got it.
I created separate folder for MySQLD. That is the reason.
Got it.
Okay. During, if you face this types of issue, no, you directly go and tell to your database team. Don't speak with the OS team directly. Tell database team your log rotation is not happening during your if my file is keep on my this one will be hold. Correct. What is the purpose of log rotate? Whenever it is log rotating, it will safely convert the data from normal original file to duplicate file. That is what, after converting into duplicate file, it should be compressed. That process should done by log rotate. That is the advantage of log rotate. Correct. If that
Yeah.
advantage itself not working, then who should look into it? It should look into the OS team.
Right.
But they will not agree. They will not agree at all. They will say that how your Datadog agent only coming and it is locking our log file, like that they will tell.
Yeah.
Okay. So why it is not coming in the sense we cloned this, correct? Pet clinic something we cloned this. We'll go and see the original this one. Okay, because the configuration is not coming here, so I'll go and take the original file and we'll see. I suspect that only. We'll see. It is the monitoring resource. Where that log MySQL or MySQL overview? I don't know where it is. Lost 30 minutes. No logs. Why no logs? cd/var log /mysqld lrt. Okay, my log is too much logs are there. 1100 something it is going, even though it is trying. No, we'll see where we did mistake.
Might be permission issue or something.
Might be I have then done the changes, correct. 1 minute. ls-ld /etc/. Okay, here we will check now normally if we have any issues. Then HA agent metadata unavailable in this memory check memory. Okay, instead of that, we'll go and check Datadog agent confd inside that MySQLD. For MySQLD, it looks good. After that, I have confd. Confd also looks good. I have read permission for Datadog agent. No issues here. I'll go and check MySQLD. Already it is rotating. It is giving properly. I think /etc Datadog agent datadog-agent.yaml. Here, did I do any mistake? Logs underscore enabled. Logs underscore enabled. What I mentioned here. Not here. Schema also done. So here log configuration. Here I need to come and check what's something we need to MySQL we need to restart. That is for MySQL. Okay, logs underscore enabled colon true. That is what I can logs underscore enabled colon true. Good. I'm suspecting this also. So inside the configuration file, I have type. Okay, logs. Do we need to give the logs here or where? Let me check in the example.yaml. Sorry, com.example. Correct. So here how they declared logs. You have too much big example. This one. Shift G. Okay. Logs is, for example, point. Okay, type should come equal to G. Okay. Type should come equal to G. Correct only. Where I did wrong. Type equal to G. Okay. Isn't all, just I'll remove it. Just for pattern, however pattern you can use, that is what they have given. Type file where log message MySQL instance file MySQL source MySQL. Good, it is working. Okay, 1 minute. MySQL source service option environment. I have not given any environment. Okay, no issues. I'll restart once again my both the services. Systemctl restart MySQLD.
Spelling is wrong of restart.
Sorry, systemctl restart. Okay, and Datadog. So Datadog agent. Both I'll remove it. Source is MySQL only I given. All the scope. This looks good. Let me remove the scope. No, something issue from the connectivity because I think it is something telling partially connected. Why it is telling partially connected? Configure, uninstall. If I uninstall, do I need to fully remove the integration by following the command Datadog agent integration remove? Okay. See, it will become something like this. I'll show you. For example, I'll take 1 day. Okay. Use store. I'll take 2 days. Okay. So it'll take a week. Okay, that is different account. See tested. Let me check this. LRT. So here it has read and execute permission. So easily Datadog agent can come and read it. If we If it's come and read this one, there is a number of queries are running. This was running, no? Mm, 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 mm. So this and all we have done. Log configuration. Okay. Log error. MSSQLD. MySQLD. Okay. Okay. That is done. This one we have created. Systemctl restarted done. Then we have added here logs. Okay. Then log enable equal to true. That also done. After that, please restart Datadog again. Go and check the log collection in MySQL dashboard. Maybe it's due to partially enabled. Let me try this integration. Okay, let me try this fully integration removed. Forcefully it is telling me to. So what I'll do, systemctl stop Datadog agent. Then let me run this. It is asking me to -, allow -root or -r. Okay, just I'll give -r. Missing packets. Remove -r. Let me one time I'll uninstall from here and again I'll install it. Okay, integration I'll do another one more time. Installed. Okay, it is working perfectly now. Okay. I'll go to MySQL overview. I'll start my Datadog agent because I stopped. Status. 3 seconds ago it started. Are we getting any logs inside it? Tell us if naughty. Last updated 1430. This is 1434. Yes, it is keep on updating. 1434 last update. Okay. Not this one. One more. We have AWS. Just MySQL. Come on, babe. It is not coming. Let me do some interaction. We will see. Even though if it is coming there, it should come here. I don't know. Edit owner. Now we become Dev now. Add pet. So Chaku. I'll go and select today's date. Something like cat. Okay. Okay, check this. Meanwhile, we'll go and complete this integration part. After it, we'll go for a break. Or else, shall we take a break for 15 minutes now?
Khalil, I have two doubts, Khalil.
Yeah.
For example, here we use the local instance as the DB instance name. Okay.
Hmm.
So if we have master and we want to monitor temp DB also, the same configuration we have to do twice in that conmd MySQL folder with local host as master and host as tempdb, like two commands we have to configure, right?
Yes, correct. So that is what they have given their configuration file, correct? So
Yeah.
inside that configuration file, they have given example as well. If you go through this example, they given all the informations for primary, how can you install, secondary, what you need to do, everything.
Okay.
Okay.
And second question is, Khalid, for example, I have my own custom SQL queries. So here only I have to, like, how to, like, for example, can you create like select star from?
Very good question. That for you only I created. 1 minute. I'll show you
Yeah.
how can we add that, and I'll show you here as well. See,
Sure.
if you want any custom metrics, if you want if you want to add any custom metrics, then I have given here. See, custom queries like that you can give. Two method is there. One method we have custom monitoring we enable, correct? Inside the conf d, after checks.d, we run one Python application to check the count, how many number of files created or updated inside my Oracle directory, correct? That is custom monitoring. By using custom monitoring also, you can run the query, okay? The SQL query with appropriate database name, all those things. Like how we are running MySQL query from outside, correct? This one, MySQL-u dog, blah, blah. After that, they are running some query here inside the bracket, correct? So like that, you can use your own Python's any script, shell script or Python script, whatever you want, or else here also you can use by adding the custom query. See here, I'm going to add one custom query. That name is, I'm going to give something custom active, something like that. I'll change this name. I'll let you know. Okay, 1 minute.
Sure. You're going to show it, right? So that we
I'm going to show. I'm going to show.
Okay.
Yeah? That is part of my this one. But anyway,
Okay.
I'll show this meanwhile. Okay. So here what I'm going to do. I'm going to add it. I'm going to add my custom query. You can add anywhere, but the thing is, you have to follow this spaces and all. I think for log monitoring, I missed something. That is why it is throwing me an error. No problem. I'll check that. So I'll do one thing. I'll press O, not 0. Okay. O. So I'll paste here. C custom query is there, correct? This C should be equivalent to this O and P. Okay. So make sure that after that you have to give 2 space hyphen, like that you have to select. So I'm going to select this information, and I'm going to, what is your name? What is good name? What is your good name?
Abhishek.
Okay, Abhi. So I'll going to add MySQL Abhishek. Is this spelling correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll create one. I'll add, this is what the metrics name I'm going to give. This metric will collect this information. This information for something where command. Okay, how many number of this one active users are there? I think that is the one I mentioned here. I forgot that. I think that is the one, active users, number of active users, something like that. Okay, so this is what the query. This is my custom query. I'm going to save it. I'll restart my MySQL services. As well as I'll restart my Datadog service as well, because I have updated there in the Datadog this one. Yes, correct. I have to restart the Datadog agent. Okay. So what my Datadog agent will do, it will take that query and it will execute, and it will give you the this one. How it will give, because there itself we have username, password, everything we have, correct? So it will take that and it will execute and it will give it to me. Okay. So now after some time, I'll go and check whether my custom query came or not. Still my log monitoring. That is what intentionally the issue. I'll show you no issues. Okay, so I'll go and I'll check. I'll take this. I'll go and check here. Metrics. Okay. Inside the metrics, you need it. Custom metrics. I'll go here. I'll search metrics. Abhi, it's not came it. So my SQL dot. No, it is not there. It will come. Okay, it will take some time, it will come.
So my
So
doubt is, Kareem, like we did it for localhost. So if I have any other instance, I have to add a snippet of same for that instance, right? What we had for localhost, right?
correct. For
Okay.
localhost, if you have normally your database will be deployed on the any virtual machine. That is what we are seeing on-prem. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If your database is not local database, if it is there inside the cloud, then you have another options to access it. For example, MySQL-H, then you have to give the that database name with FQDN, correct? Complete name you have to give, then username and password. Then you can execute your query whatever you want.
No, can you go inside again that conti YAML? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is, like, whenever we hit on any database now, we have to provide the port where the port we have given, and we have to provide the instance or the initial catalog, like which DB instance we want to connect and run this query. So I wanted to know here the name of the instance is localhost. Usually it is master or tempdb in SQL. So I want to know what is the name of the instance here.
See, the instance is nothing but local whatever. See, inside your database, you have multiple instances.
Yeah, yeah.
But this local host is nothing but this is your server, which you are creating your database, correct? When you are creating
Mm-hmm.
your database, you are creating as a local host only. If you see, when I create my database, I given the local host. 1 minute.
Shall
Okay.
we consider it as a DB instance name only?
You cannot consider DB instance name, but that is DB name. We could consider that DB name. You are creating new DB, correct?
Mm-hmm. Then how it, for example, then how we will get this? For example, if the DB team tells that, hey, we want this matrix from specific DB instance only, you don't need to give me for all DB instances. Then in
Correct.
that case, how we will?
In that case, you have to change in the query. In the query you can write it, correct. In this particular instance, you can go and take it, or else you filter. Whenever you are filtering, it will come along. The tags also you can enable it, or else whenever you are filtering it, you can give all the filters inside your query. First option. If not, you collect all the informations, and based on your filter, you can adding your filter, you can separate it. For example, how many instances are running, or how many replications are there, or replication lags, whatever you are using inside your DB, correct? If it will give irrespective of all the instances, then
Mhm.
you can filter based on the instance. Okay, this particular log belongs to which instance, this particular log belongs to which this DB, all those things.
But how we will know? Like we will get that view in that widget that this data is coming from this DB instance, or like what you mentioned.
Correct, or correct. See, if I'm here and not running multiple instances, correct? If you have multiple
Mm-hmm.
instances, when your MySQL dashboard, if you go and there it will come, here you could have the options, variable options you have. Where is that? This is not, this is the original one. If I do cloned one, no? If I open cloned one, let me check that.
In the scope
If you
feature, you have to.
Yeah, for example, I use myram, okay. If you go there, you have the variables here. See how, what is the service and country, like that. You can use which DB after that. For example, inside your database, you can use hundreds of DB, correct?
Mhm.
So out of hundreds of DB, first you can select the DB name, then instance name, then whatever you have, you can select it here by using these tags.
Okay, but ideally they should give a filtering option at the YAML only, right? If you want to specify it for
Yes,
specific, but
that
they
is
are
what
not.
I said. If you have any filtering option, it will come here itself. The first place itself, it will be filtered.
But not in the from Datadog, and that there is no such key value where we can configure that. Okay, this is the initial catalog to
No,
check
no,
on.
it is there. It is there in the Datadog also. This is simple query I have run. Here you might have inside it how like you have column and tags like that. Here also you have the option so that you can filter your data here itself. This particular query should be execute on this particular instance. Like that you can add option here.
Okay.
Okay, that option, if you go and check inside that YAML example, there you will find, or else you connect with the Datadog team, they will help you. Because that
Yeah.
is fine. Anyway, our organization is going to collect this one, correct, paying the amount, so that they
Right.
will help you to find all these informations.
Understood.
Yeah. Okay, we'll take one break and I'll come back. Meanwhile, I'll fix this. Okay, I'll check what is the issue and I'll let you know what is the issue of logs. Okay.
Yeah. And Khalil, last doubt.
And I checked in the. Okay, I checked. I went and I checked Datadog.log. So I have used grep or okay MySQL, whatever MySQL related, will fetch. Okay. So it is giving, see this normally when they're tailored something it is coming. No setup is nothing but it is working fine. Even though if I go and check in the Datadog agent status, okay, check status, sorry, config check. So it is giving me clearly that log configuration has been enabled for error log type. Okay, 1 minute. Previously it was showing 3, but now it is showing only 1, which means MySQL multi-line. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll go and echo something on this particular file. Okay, all three it is there. Sorry. See here, error.log path, then path we have slow, then path we have. Okay, for this path, log processing rule. Okay, we are going to write log processing rule also for slow.log. For here also I have. Okay, so all these three, it's looks good, but even though slash, okay, we'll completely remove it. Go and I'll go and check dot log. Okay, everything looks good. MySQL service also instructed. Service not an issue. Access is also not the issue. Okay, that is confirmed. Count.m. Okay, let me check now. If it is not, then I'll go and manually I'll manually configure and we'll see. Okay, this is something pet clinic one, correct? I don't want pet clinic one. I'll go and check with the integrated one. So command here, monitor. I'll open both the one. MySQL. Okay. So manually I injected a log, even though it is showing not accessible, that I need to check. Okay, if I go there, okay, I do one more thing. Last one thing I'll do. I'll go to the Explorer. I'll take this page, go to the log Explorer. Okay. Here we could go and check whether logs are coming or not. So here I'll go and check source. Source is MySQL. See, MySQL logs are coming. Okay. But why there it is not coming? Let me go and check. Is this because of they have the scope? Hey, it is showing here. See here. Then why it is not showing outside? What I did? I did not do anything. Wow, it is coming. See, I have not done anything. Okay, this is might be some lagging may happen in the observability because my free trial version. I have not done anything. So far, after we joined in the call also, I thought that okay, we will go and we will troubleshoot. But it is automatically it came. Okay. Same like if you want error log, if you go there, then here they have added the status called error. Okay. Let me check. Okay, it is not there. No problem. Okay, anyway. So now you are able to see the log also. To be honest, I have not done. If you go and check my history, just I have written something. This and all I was previously given triple on permission, but that is not permission issue. This is what I did. This is what the command I have run. Okay. I tried to give some injected logs, but even though it was not coming, okay, on both the things. All of a sudden it started. Might be it is due to some issue from Datadog agent end. Okay, this is how we are able to we can see the logs. Now quickly I will finish one more topic, that is scanner. Scanner is nothing but, say for example, in this log, something it is giving me my what is that credit card number. Now just I'll give here echo, correct? Test error logs enter something is there, correct? I'll use something like password. I'll use, okay, password colon pet clinic at 123, something like that. It is there, okay, in the mysql.log. I'll give the same logs in multiple times so that I can see here after some time. I'll expand it. They'll keep it last 15 minutes. See here, it is showing password colon pet clinic at the rate 123. Correct? This is security breach. Anyway, from database end, they will be they will have some encryption decryption method from their end. Even though if some logs it is not coming under encryption or decryption, you want to this one, for example, instance name. You don't want to give any instance name, something like that. So how can we do that? For that, we have scanner, which what we have? Data scanner we have. Before going to data scanner, I would like to explain you log pipeline. What is log pipeline? What is normally pipeline? Even though if you take CI/CD pipeline, just now we have done the manual CI/CD work we have done. What we have done? We downloaded the source code from Git. First, we create one directory. After that, we given the permission. Then we downloaded the code from GitHub. After that, we converted the source code from source code to application code. Then we created one service. After that, we start the service. Correct? These many things we have 7 tasks we have done. So instead of doing manually, if you divided into these 7 tasks, if you divided into separate part and you are running as a pipeline, that is called pipeline. If you have CI/CD pipeline, then you will declare. There you have Maven. For Maven, one task you will create. What that Maven task will do, it will convert. Whenever when we seen Ansible, correct? There also you might seen inside the directory what we have done inside the Windows. First we created one directory, then download it, then execute it. After that we delete the directory. Something 4 steps, 5 steps was there. So a complete task may divided into multiple tasks, or a complete work divided into small tasks, and you can execute in pipeline one by one. So here in pipeline we have 2 types of execution. One is serial pipeline, which means if first task is complete, then only second task will go and execute. If second task complete, then only it will go and execute the third task. Some pipelines you can enable for parallelly also. Parallelly it can execute and it will do the job. But most of the time in our IT organization or in the software sector, they will use serial only. So one task is completed, then only it will go to the next task. And second, here in pipeline, whenever you are running your code inside the pipeline, you can add some this one also. What you can add? You can add permissions or special approvals of your manager or senior, whoever it is there, the senior folks. So those guys can approve it before executing. Okay. Let me quickly explain, because this is important point. That is why I'm telling. See, if you open, so here you have pipeline. For example, here you have pipeline. This is task number 1 and task number 2, task number 3. Like that, it will go. Finally, it will go and it will deploy on your production server. This is what the pipeline. Okay. Here is the service code you are injecting. You are injecting the service code from here, and it will go to something called Git. Like we can take our application itself. First, it will create one directory, one task. After it will clone this one. Then it will convert the source code from Maven, source code to this one from Maven. After it will create service. Finally, it will run the application inside it. So all this work, it will do one by one on the server separately. Now, After complete this is second my git clone, correct? After that, here you can keep one check. What is the check? Before it converted into Maven package, senior guy has to check whether you have downloaded correctly, you cloned or not, whether you created the directory or not properly. After he checking the second I, then he could, if he give approval, then it will go to the next task, converting source code to this one. After that, here also you can keep one approval. After that, everything is ready or not, whether you create which database you selected, MySQL selected, H2 selected, or you Postgres selected. Here someone should be checked, and if he approve, then it will go to the pipeline. This is what the advantage of pipeline. Same like for log also, we have pipeline here. Whenever you are giving your raw data log, okay, here you can create some pipeline and you can filter those log. For example, here it is coming in 10 lines, it is coming. So if you want to filter only your particular string, if you want, you can filter it. Okay, and you want to change the pattern. Why? Because different logs may have different patterns, correct? If you want to store in the Datadog pattern, or if you want to store somewhere else in the common pattern, then you can change the pattern also. After completing all the checks, all the changes, then finally it will come and store in the Datadog database, or it will come and it will show you on your screen. So this is what the pipeline which we are going to use. CI/CD pipeline, different tool they will use, but here log file, they'll use different methods to filter your data, which means log data. I'll show you that. Now I'll go and open this where we have scanner. Okay, that scanner will come. I'll type here itself. Okay. Sensitive data scanner. Sorry, that name is sensitive data scanner. If you click on sensitive data scanner, you have the code settings and summary. Okay, I'll go to settings. I'll create this one. The moment when I create a new one, get started. Okay, click on get started. If you see here, you have something called something called, you can create some access key. If you want, you can add the load, whatever you want, you can add it. Now I'll go and check the scanning rules. For example, okay, scanning rules, not add. One minute. Go back. Sorry, pipelines. Okay, I'll go to pipelines. So if you see here, for MySQL, I enabled, correct? The moment when it is enabled, automatically it will take the pipeline of MySQL. Why? Because I selected the source. That is why it is taken MySQL. Whenever my data is coming, first it will go to parsing my MySQL default format. It will convert into MySQL format. Then it will go to slow query operation. Then, so these 1 to 9 pipelines, they have different data. All what it will do, it will structure your data. It will structure your data. Who created this pipeline? Datadog itself created this data pipeline, and MySQL verified it. Yes, this is looking good. Like that, they have verified. If you want to see the each and every option, then you just come and view it. You can click on view, and you can see. So whatever it is coming in the stage 2, then it will select in this way. Fruit, something like that they have given. For that, this is sample actually. This one will be coming like this, space like this. Slow query format. This is what they have written. The format. Cancel, confirm. Okay, cancel and confirm. I'll go and check some other things. Grok pattern. Okay, data ramper. I'll take this one. Okay, here we have to set the attribute. We don't want that. Automatic processing, complete data. I'll take first one itself, what they're doing in the first stage. Okay, see here, in the first stage, if the data is coming in this format, it will be match. If the data is coming in this format, then it will be match this. So 3 types of, totally these many types of data are there. If your data coming is any one of this format, if you see here, they have given time t, after that something they have given like that. This is the one format. After that, you have the here space 0 and warning it is started. That is also accepted. And I know DB. So these 4-5 types of data can collect for MySQL. This information provided by MySQL itself. If you want to monitor, so this is what my data types. So these things you can enable it. For that, they have defined the rules. Query format, something, blah, blah, blah. They have written it. So after completing all these rules only, finally we are getting the data on our dashboard. If you want to add anything, you can add it, but that is too much advanced. Why? Because we have to work with the MySQL team. See, boss, your data is coming in that way. I want to filter everything. But here, what I'm going to add a sensitive data scanner. So that I'm going to tell to sensitive data scanner, boss, if anyone is coming with this particular pattern, then you don't show me text data. What you need to do, I will tell you. Okay. First, to enable this, we have to create a group, scanning group we have to create. So this is what the scanning group. If you want to filter, then you can filter here also. For example, only I'm going to filter with some names, all those things. I'll keep as it is. Okay. I'm not going to filter anything. I'll give some name. What name I'll give? I'll give the data, MySQL group, I'll say. Okay. MySQL group, something like that. I'll create it. See here, sampling 100% by default is there. Yes, 100% sampling only we have to keep it, because even though if a critical data, if you keep 99%, if in 1% if the data is missing, then what happen? Someone will see, correct? But if you don't want, your application is not that much secure, then you can do that also. For example, I need only logs. I don't want APM span. I don't want to monitor. RAM I don't want to monitor. Events I don't want to monitor. No problem. You can click on none and just create it. Okay, what I have created, I created a group. Next, I want to create a rule. When you are creating a rule, then here you have by default rules are there that is defined by them. PCI, HPA, and GBR like that. These are the different rules. If you want, you can go and check how they are doing. Say 52 rules they have written, 24 rules they have written for credit card and banking. So if you want, you can enable it. But most of the time, people will go with this only. Okay, for credit card enable only, they have written these many rules. They have written American Express card, then dinner card, JCB Bank, Master card, Visa card. So all these cards, you may use it directly. Or else, if you want custom rule, then you can create custom rule. Okay, I'll go to when you are creating custom rule, it will ask group. Okay, so I'll take my SQL group, then I'll give that my rule, something like that. Okay. And here regex pattern I'm giving. What is the regex pattern? This regex pattern, how I find that your sensitive data? That is what it is asking. How can I find this is your sensitive data? I'll tell him that. Okay, these log samples you can create. I'll create it and I'll show you. That is what I have mentioned here. And add custom query also done. So now we'll go towards sensitive. I'll copy and paste it the steps here. I have given steps, all the steps here. How can we do? So if you come down, not APM, log monitoring. Okay, if you come down, this is what enable sensitive data, where you need to go. Then I copy this regex. Okay, I'll paste it here. Is this correct? Okay, I'll paste it my regex. I can copy and I can paste here to match also whether it is correctly filtering or not. What is my problem? Whenever I'm giving this, okay, whenever I'm giving this text, it is showing me the data also, the password also, correct? That is what my problem. So I'll go and I'll paste it. The moment when I'm pasting, see here, one match. This, whatever it is matching, password, colon, pet clinic, blah, 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 correct? Completely it will be captured. So this is what the sensitive data. So I have given the regex pattern. If you have your own regex pattern, you can give it. To create regex pattern, we have multiple websites we have. You can go and test it, which regex pattern will suitable. For example, instead of password, if they give PWD, that also captured. PWD, if they give, see it is captured. Why? Because I have mentioned here captured. If you want something like some other things, if you want, you can add it here. No problem. Okay. So I'll go, okay, it is matching. Now, it is matching. After match, what I need to do? So I'm telling him, after match, go and convert that whatever the matching string, no, that convert into hash. What is hash? Normally, whenever your data is there, your data will be changed like this. For example, instead of pet clinic @123, it will convert that into 678 something like this. It will convert like this. That is what the hash. And reduct nothing but replace your sensitive data. So what I need to do, please replace with not 88, even though if you give 88 it will work, and just I'm giving star star star. Okay, replace with this. Okay, or hash. You can give whatever you want, replace with this data. And partially reduct is, you might see in your, whenever you are seeing any credit card in this one, correct, it will be first last 4 digit will be visible, correct. So you can do that also. If you create 6 character, 7 character, 8 character, 9 character, so like that, it will show, it will hide that much character from the matching 1 2 3. It will start from P1 W2 D3, like that. It will start from the matching count and it will hide it, and the last 4 digit only it will show. Or else first these many 14 digit it will be hide, next digit whatever it is coming, it will be leave it. After that you have mask also. Okay, replace the sensitive data, something like that you can give. So hey, this is sensitive data, something like that you can read. No action is, I don't know why this option they've given, leave value unchanged. Okay, but I'm going with the redact. Okay, star I'll go. Then if you want, you test it with all the options. Here you have to add some data, some tags, so that easily we can come to know what are the redact data or what are the scanner performed data, something like that, correct. So here I'll use sensitive, something called true, something like that. Okay, I'll add rule. The moment when I add rule, this rule will be apply on my my logs. Okay. Okay. Now I'll open this. My logs are coming here. Now intentionally what I'm going to do, I'm going to give some error. I'll give last 15 minutes. So that log. Okay, I'll give intentionally the same. I'm going to give 1 2 3 4. Okay, I'll give. Now we'll see how the logs are capturing here. Oh my God, this is coming pet clinic 1 2 3 only. Let me check that. It should not come like this. Okay, I gave PWD. Oh, no, all the 3 I given, correct? This is wrong. Let me check. The error password, again I'll give. Password only coming. Let me go and check what I did here, because I have not enabled the group itself. See, I created simply and I have not enabled. Okay, so let me enable. After that, there is one more will come. If you expand it, my rule also there. Okay, my rule also enabled. Both are enabled. Oh my. Now I'll go and I'll give 1 2 3 4. Now it should not come there. This one. It should come star star star. See, it came test error star star star, something like that. This is date command actually. The date $date will give you date. Got my point? So like that, you can scan your data. So you can try with the other option, ashes and other options. So this is how we can do the monitoring. And one more thing regarding the log monitoring, if you want any custom log monitoring, if you want to monitor any custom log, okay, if you want to monitor any custom log, then you can go and you can enable this directly logs colon file, something like that. You can enable and you can paste it inside your conf dot main what is that Datadog.yaml file is there, correct? Inside that you can directly go and paste it, or else you create one directory for pet clinic. If I want to monitor for pet clinic, you create one conf d directory inside the pet clinic. Sorry, inside the conf.d. Inside it, you create one YAML file. There you keep these logs configurations so that it will start working. Okay. If you have any custom logs, two places you can place it. One is direct main configuration file, datadog.yaml, but that is not recommended. What you need to do, you have to create, like in Windows 32, we did correct. Separately one folder was there. Like that for Linux, we don't have. So you have to go there and you create your own folder and give proper permission. Inside that conf.yaml you have to create. You just copy this. You just copy this and you can paste it. Okay. And here I have given some comments. By using these comments, what you can do, manually we can inject the logs as well. But that is common thing in every configuration. If you are giving this from here, okay. So here I have to use the, okay. Here I have to give the API key. If you give the API key, then it will inject the log on to this API key. Normally, when you are going for interviews, correct? During the time, they may ask that, can we inject the log from this one from outside, wherever? Can I inject the log to Datadog? Yes, you can do that. Only thing is, you have to update your API key properly. If you are giving your API key properly, yes, you can inject from outside. So what is my API key? I'll take, here we have correct. So API keys, I'll take my API key something. Yeah, this one. I copy this and I could paste it here and I enter. Okay. So what is that? Pet clinic app, something like that. Okay, I'll go to this one. It is giving too much. Okay. So metric logs explorer. There you can go and you can check. Okay, here too much logs are coming. I need to data source service. Based on the service, if I want, I can go service pet clinic app. See here, if I filter whatever I injected there, hi, this is my test log from data log monitoring, something like that. That is what I have given here. Hi, this is my test log from Datadog monitoring. Okay, you can inject this from anywhere. Okay. So what it will do, it will take your log and it will insert your insert your events like that. So if in the interview they ask question, you said yes, we can do via API. This API you have to select. This is important. Two things is important. One is you have to select the API. Okay. Another one is you have to give the DD API key. Okay. These two things important. If you have two things, then you can inject your log from anywhere, from any system.
Khalil, from where we got this API that from the steps they have shared for custom log.
Yes, if you go and check normally in the Google, okay, Datadog log API.
Okay.
If you click on, they will give here inside the document, they will give all the logs API. If you go there, or else you just go here.
So for this also the prerequisite will be to enable the log monitoring enable, right? Log enable true.
Sorry, come again.
For this thing to work also on that server, we need to make sure that in the configuration file that log enabled is true is being set, right?
That is a good, very good question. See this, when we are using this API, wherever you don't have the Datadog agent. If you have Datadog agent, you will enable no.
Okay,
So
okay,
wherever you
kind of.
don't have Datadog agent, but you want to send some logs to your Datadog, you can use this API.
Agentless approach. Understood.
Yes, very good. So this is what from here, if you can comment, you can check all the APIs. See, get API, post API. Even though you can read the logs also from Datadog by using get API. Okay. So these are the things they have given. This is related to log monitoring. In your question, in your interview, if they ask, you said that yes, we can insert the log from outside wherever my Datadog agent is not there. I can do that. But only things, these two information they want. HTTPS, this information they have given in the document. If you use some other website, then you can go with some other website. Here it will become US something, US3 something, it will become. Okay. So that's it, log monitoring and database on-prem monitoring. Do you have any doubt? And custom monitoring also we covered. Okay, good. Now we'll go towards integration part. Another integration. What is that integration? This time, what integration I'm going to do? I'm going to show you how can we integrate our AWS. Like last time it's got failed, correct? That integration we are going to discuss now. Let me show integration. Before integration, I'll share the dashboard list so that I'll show you nothing is collecting from AWS. Okay. Where is my AWS? Do we have anything called EC2? Because already we created, correct? If you don't use, then it will not come here before. So already I enabled, that is why I'm showing it is there. Already it is created. Oh, it is not there. Very good. EC2. System metrics we have. Okay, very good. AWS related and nothing is there because I uninstalled. So that is why it is nothing is there, it seems. Okay, it is not there. Okay, we'll go and we'll integrate it now. So integration. This time I'm going to integrate AWS. So if you see AWS, Amazon Web Service, if you want to integrate only EKS, you can do that only EKS anywhere, blah, blah, many things we have, correct? So, but I'm going to integrate complete AWS. So inside the AWS, whatever I'm creating inside the AWS, whether it is EC2, IAM, SQL, whatever I'm doing, all this should be integrated. Okay. Now I'll go and collect it. First, what I need to do, I have to add the AWS account. For that, I keep it here. So I have to add the AWS account. Last time I went to CloudFormation. Okay. So CloudFormation is easy. You create one application key automatically. If you give next, it will be launch. What it will launch, I will tell you. In Terraform, also we have, again, this will be automation process. We are not going with Terraform. If you're using Terraform, then you can directly go update this account ID and application ID, select it here, create application, then copy this Terraform and paste it and you run it. Like how we copied and paste, how we run a YAML file or manifest file from Ansible, correct? Same, like you can run it from Terraform also. Now I'm going to manual things because manual, if you know, rest of the two, very much easy. See, you have to select which partnership, AWS or AWS government cloud or China cloud. See, across the world, you have some restrictions on data. Some government will say that my data, this particular data should not go out of the country. This particular data should not go out of the country, even though if you have good, more experience on IT or supporting, some particular servers only they will not allow you to access from India or other parts of the world. Why? Because that is their government policy. This particular data should not go outside. In that case, if you want to monitor those types of instances, then you can go with AWS government cloud. Okay. If you click AWS government cloud, it will ask some question. If you click here, then it will change. Or else we have some restrictions on China also. China normally will not provide all the data. Okay, that is their policy. If you are deploying anything for China server, then you have to go with AWS China. Then it will ask some more permission. So here add permission in AWS, correct? You have to add some more permission. But we are going in normal. So 95% we are going with this only. Some government have some rules that we cannot access from. We cannot the data should not go outside of their country. Okay. In that case, we have to go with those options. Now, role delegations. Yes, I'm going with role delegations because I'm not China guy or China data or other restricted data. I'm going with role delegations. Now, it is asking on AWS external key. If you want, you can generate new key as well. If you just click, it will give you the new key. That is not a big deal. Now, I'll open view documentation, what I need to do to integrate my AWS with Datadog, correct? I'll go here. If you go and read, what it will tell, you have to create one role, okay? To create a role, you need policy. Without policy, you cannot create a role. Where you need to create a role? You need to create a role inside your AWS. That is what it is telling. First, what we'll do, we'll go and create one role. I'll show you here. If I come in here, the moment when I confirm, it is asking two things. One is account ID, another one is role ID. Account ID, from where I can get? I can directly, you can come here, click here, account ID, and you can paste your account ID here. And after that role ID, role name you have, that role we need to create. To create that role, you have to go to IAM. IAM. See, the moment when I change to IAM, see here it is become a global. That is what last time it is giving me some issues, correct? Because global things, I cannot change the region and create also. So that is what the problem. Okay, something. So now I'll come to this. I want role. If you want to create role, then you have to you should need the policy. First, I need to create a policy. Okay, what policy I need to create? That also they have given. So when you are creating IAM policy, you have to provide this permission, AWS IAM permission, correct? Click on copy. Okay, and I'll go to this AWS, create new policy, and here I'm going with JSON. Basically, some policy is there. I select that. I replace with my policy. Okay. Okay. So this policy I'm going to create. When I'm creating, it is asking policy name. Give some policy name, whatever you want. Datadog 123, something like that. 123 policy.
I have two questions.
Yes.
Did that policy come from that policy that you pasted in JSON came from Datadog, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then are you gonna show us the CloudFormation?
No, I'm not going to show CloudFormation. Why? Because
Okay.
CloudFormation is easy than this. If you know that, you try with CloudFormation. First, you try with CloudFormation. After that, you go and manually create it. CloudFormation, last time I shown, correct? Same method. You try CloudFormation. It will work for you. Why? Because for me, the data policy I'm giving here, correct? This data policy automatically it will create. Who will create? Your CloudFormation create a data policy. Sorry, Datadog policy. After that, it will create a role. After that, it will create everything by default. When it is creating default, it will use some name, correct? That name somewhere problem in my account. That is what the problem last time I could not create it via CloudFormation. If you want, you directly the same procedure only. The last time what happened, it shown me some errors. This permission is not denying something like that. You try with CloudFormation first, then you try this manual. Okay.
Okay.
And second, this permission, whatever we are creating this one, AWS is telling that first, if I want to monitor your resource, then please give me these permissions and all. At least read permission. At least give me read permission so that I can come and check all these objects or all these services, and I could help you. Okay. Now I have created. I'm going to create with all the permissions. Create policy. I have created policy. Now I'm going towards role. The moment when you are creating role, it is asking some trusted entity type, which type you want. So here also we have SAML and all we have, correct? Last time we have discussed. Okay, I'll go with AWS account. I'm going to connect with AWS account. Now, here, I have to select another AWS account. Who told you to select another AWS account? Here itself, they have mentioned in the document. Please select another AWS account. See, select AWS account for the trusted entity type and another AWS account, give this ID. That is what they have mentioned. So I'm following the document. Click on here and give the account ID. Which account ID? This account ID. This account ID is Datadog account ID. Okay. I've given Datadog account ID. And click on optional external ID. I told correct when we are integrate here, we have application ID. So that I'm going to copy this application ID from here, and I'm going to see they are exchanging the IDs from between two members. Okay. For more secure. And I'll give next. Then my role has been created now. What is my role? Sorry, I have to move next. Again, I have to click next. Okay, now it is asking role name. What is the role name? I'll give Datadog role 1, 2, 3 role, something like that. Okay. Everything they have shown in the JSON. If you want, you can verify one time, then create role. Role also created. Datadog 1, 2, 3 role. Okay, this is what my role name. Now I have to copy this role name and I have to paste it here. Account ID copied from AWS and role also. See, these two information from AWS we have taken. This information we provided to AWS. That is what the key exchange. Next, I'll save it. The moment when I save, the integration is done. So let me go and see the issues. Last time it was showing some issues, correct? Okay, thank God. Issues are looks good. Now, general, same. Metric collection, it is happening from all these places. Okay. Log collections. Yeah, as of now, I'm not going to add log collection. Why? Because if I add log connection, it will go and fetching all the logs. As of now, I don't have any logs inside the cloud. Okay. Then resource collections. After X-ray traces, many things you have. If you want, if you are using Lambda or apps, Lambda service, you need to use it if you want to capture all these traces. Okay. This is from AWS. Anyway, for our application, we have Datadog for traces. We don't need. Metric collection we have. Now we'll go and check whether that metric collection I'm able to see or not. Okay. I'll go here. Dashboard created. Let me check. Wow. See, Amazon related all the dashboard. Now it came. Previously, it was not there. Now it came. So I'm going and checking EC2. Why? Because I created EC2 only, correct? So I'm going to check whether I'm able to see or not. See here, EC2 related informations. It is coming now. It will take some time. If you see in the bottom, it is captured some other informations. EC2 informations not came. It will come. EC2 only, correct? Yeah, EC2 only. Okay, these and all agent metrics, this latency, these and all system metrics, CPU related, network related. Okay, that instance related IO, all those will come once after some time. Wait for some minute. So like that, you can monitor your AWS as well. Okay, I'll show you. Now, what I'm
I have
going
a
to
question.
do, yeah.
For the roles that you gave it, what permissions did you give it?
For
Is it-
roles, I have not given. For role, you have to select the policy. Inside the policy, we have given all these permissions, which is recommended by Datadog.
Okay.
So all these, for example, if you remove this, no, DynamoDB cannot monitor from AWS. AWS will not monitor DynamoDB. So like that, if your Datadog agent want to monitor, then you have to create this policy inside AWS, and you have to use that policy while creating the role.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. Okay, now I'll go and I'll okay. So we'll wait. It will come sometime. It will take some time normally. Dashboard list. Do we have anything else inside the AWS? Nothing. So now I'm going to install AWS. What will install? OS, correct? From Postgres, I'm going to install from AWS. I'm going to deploy AWS. For that, what I need to do? First, I should have the Postgres, correct? I'll do one thing. I'll go to my EC2 instance. That is Mumbai location only, correct? I need database, RDS database. So Aurora, I'll take. Okay, you have different databases. I'm going to take Aurora. Inside the Aurora, you have different databases. So when I click on Aurora, there is no database. Okay, there is no database. If you see in the dashboard, nothing is there. I'm going to create one database. While creating, it is asking, it is standard create or easy create. Let me go with easy create because the database team knows very well how they can create it. Okay, when our job will come after the creation on the cloud, they will tell us, boss, I want to monitor this. Then only our part will come. Now it is asking Aurora MySQL do you want, or Postgres SQL do you want, or MySQL do you want? Okay, what is Aurora MySQL and normal MySQL? This is something they know very well. So I'll take Aurora Postgres SQL only. Okay, and it is asking DB services. I don't know. See why it is $23 per hour they have mentioned. I don't know. If you take this production, it is telling $2.5 per hour. I don't understand what is this, but no issues. I'll take dev and test. Okay. My database name, I'll give something like database hyphen. What is this database? Database hyphen Datadog. Okay, something like that. Datadog. And username, see here, master username is Postgres, let it be. Then it is asking password. I'll give my own password. Okay. Okay, done. I'm going to create a database. It will take some time. So whenever you're creating database, it is creating one instance. What is this instance? Anyway, that is VM only. That is what I do. Even though if you are accessing cloud server, at the end, there will be physical server only. On top of physical server, they installed hypervisor. On top of hypervisor, they installed virtual machines. On top of virtual machines, sorry, those virtual machines only it is coming. But instead of maintaining databases in India or in your inside your company or somewhere else, they are maintaining data on different location. Database, very huge types of huge amount of database, and they are providing the instance. That is what. Same here also, even though you are creating cloud-based database, finally it will go and it will deploy on some instances. But these instances will be taken care by AWS. If this instance goes down, then you could put penalty on AWS. See, due to your this one problem, my instance went down, and this much business loss. Please, you have to give the penalty. Like that, you could ask that. That is the advantage when we are using AWS, and that much easily it will not go down. Why? Because AWS have the multi-specialist or many the techies and all they have, correct, huge number of techies in one single shift. They may have how many techies they'll keep for backup. All those things are there. That is why they are giving 99% or 98% something. They are giving a huge amount of reliability. Okay. Now I'll go and check. At least I'm able to find this EC2. Hey, camera. EC2 service status and instances. It is not captured. Let me refresh it. It is taking some time. So, but at least we are getting service status. Okay, 2 services are there, something like that. Some metric corrections and all, it is started. Okay, EC2 events, EC2 monitors. It will come. Okay, I have not selected here, correct? Anything else? Okay, I'll select star, star, star only. If you want, you can go and region. If you want only that particular region, if you want, see, I have selected on AWS South, correct? If you want to monitor only for AWS South, then you can use this. Which one is AWS South? AP something it will come, correct? AP, East, no, what is that? East or West? Okay, so you can select your region and auto scaling group and the image ID if you have anything like that. Many things you can install it here and you can clone it. If you want, you can clone it and assign to those teams, whoever wants. Okay, I'll go with this 30 minutes. Okay, okay, it will come. See now these informations came that is related, that is coming from last. It will capture. Meanwhile, let me check my database. What happened? Database. This is last topic, I hope. Yeah, this is last topic. Now, what we are going to do, this is what Abhishek asked. If we have query on that query, we are going to run it in different server, but mine is cloud server, correct? How can we run the query? That is what I'm going to tell you. That anyway, I'm not going to explain you query, but how we are going to access that I'll explain you so that you easily you can come to know. This will take some time. If you click this instance, correct here, some endpoint name will come by using that endpoint only. See, for this one single instance, it is creating one VPC, it is creating subnets, okay? It is taking one security group. So all these will be created when you create the database. That is why it is taking a lot of time to complete the configuration. If you are installing a database on your virtual machine, in your own virtual machine, and you want to access that database outside of the world, then you have to do all these things. And you want to connect that with database, then you have to create one VPC, subnet, all those things you have to create inside these matches wherever you have. There only you create your VM. Then only the people can access. Otherwise, they need some special permission. That is not a big deal. But instead of that, if you create inside the same VPC, same subnet, if you use then it will be good. Okay, let it configure. I'll show you the steps what we are going to follow. For one thing, I'll have one folder. This log monitoring, I need to update. I'll update it. But if you come here, see, like how we did on-prem, no, like that PostgreSDB also I have on-prem setup. Okay, if you want, you can try with this also. So instead of that, you have to create, and here I have mentioned what are the things we need. The same procedure only you need to follow. Okay, slightly some comments may change while installing. See, installation command may change. Okay, but this is straightforward Postgres. But Abhishek or someone requested me for MySQL. That is why I created one for MySQL. If you want Postgres, you follow these steps and install it, and you follow the same step which I did there. Instead of MySQLD, inside the conf folder, MySQLD folder, you have to select Postgres.d folder. That's it. Inside you create it, and log monitoring also you can enable it. No issues. Hmm. Oh, database, no? Database available. Now, what I'll do, I'll go to this is actually on-prem. I'll update the name. Okay, Postgres on-prem monitoring setup or DB setup. Same name I'll give. MySQL on-prem. Okay. Now, see, for MySQL also RDS I have. Okay, I have the setups. You can go and follow this and you can do that. It is very, very easy. And I'm going to show you Postgres for RDS. Okay. Now, which one I selected here? Database? Postgres or RDS? Let me check. Dashboard,
It was RDS. It was a
DB.
war RDS.
One minute. Postgres SQL only. Thank you. Okay, now I'll go here and I'll set up the things. What I need now, I don't want this one. What is that? Server I don't want. Last time what I did, I installed server, but this time I don't want server. I want client. Why? Because my server not sitting inside my virtual machine. My server sitting in the cloud. Okay, so just a client is enough for me to access my cloud server. Like how we are accessing via putty, correct? Where is my server? It is in my laptop? No, the server is there inside AWS. So by using this putty, I'm just communicating. To communicate what I need, credential I need. Okay. Here, instead of putty, we are going to use this Postgres SQL client. So where I can use same server, no issues. But if you want, I'll create one more new server. Let me create quickly. Is that quickly? EC2. I'll go launch instance. What is the name? Postgres. Okay. So Postgres, come here. I'll select. This is only 4 GB is enough for me. Just I'm going to using as a jump host or client, something like that. Okay. So select group. Come here. I see Mumbai only. Correct. 8 GB is enough. Quickly. So this is what the pending. I'll select this. Go there. Open it. New session. SSH auth credentials browse. This is what it's selected. What happened? I selected some different this one. Key. Appa. Okay. I'm that much faster because it is taking 1 or 2 minutes to complete. Okay. Okay. I have cleared this one. If you want, I'll give systemctl. No, so not systemctl. The name CTL something. Okay, host name CTL. Host name CTL. Host name Postgres. Okay. I just change the name so that when you are seeing, you can come to know, okay, this is Postgres server. Clear. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll copy. First, I will install the I'll follow the installation method. Client I'm going to install. I'm not going to install any server. Okay. This is common. So M update is normal. Okay. Then if you want, you can run it or else no issues. It is up to date only. They have mentioned here something like extras, Amazon extras for Amazon, this one, but I don't think anything here. It is not enabling anything. The command itself, it is showing not this one. Amazon Linux extra is not there like that. It is showing no problem. I'll directly go. This is the main packet. Yum install -y Postgres SQL 15. Okay. Postgres SQL 15 is the package, client package. By using that, you are communicating with your cloud server. Okay, this is 4 GB, no? Okay, it is showing its work. Okay, now see here, it is very simple. Install the client, access by using this one, PSSQL-H. Here, the name you should give. What is the name? Instance name. Previously, what we used here? Localhost we have used, correct? But here we are going to use by PSQL command. If you are using MySQL, if you are accessing, then MySQL you have to give. So here I'm using Postgres SQL. -H is what is my host. -U password. -D is Postgres. Port number it is using 5432. MySQL which port number use? 3306. This is using port number 5432. What I'm going to do first, I will take what is my the host name. Which host name? My RDS host name. RDS or RDS. I'll go to database cluster. Here I'll click here because I'm taking instance host name. This is where I want to hit. Correct. So this is what my data this one. Okay. Postgres. Correct. Okay. Or else I'll do one thing. You copy from here. 1 minute, yeah. You copy from here, complete command, and you can mention, remove this name, and remove from here. And okay, so database, Datadog, instance 01, something, till this, done. The moment it is asking password. What password I need to give? The first time master password it is asking when you are creating the database, correct? That password you have to give. See, I logged in into Postgres. This is what the Postgres. If you are going into MySQL, it will come into MySQL. What I'm going to do here, I do some interaction and just some interaction so that some data should be there so that I'll go and watch it inside the dashboard. That's it. Okay. So I'll go and run it. This one. Okay. He's telling that export. I'll do that later. Let me create one DB. Okay. First create this one. Postgres SQL-D select set verification. Select version. Okay. Select version we have to run from outside, I think. Okay. These and all commands I'm going to execute from outside. I'll come out from it. Here, not exit, /q you have to give. Okay. Now I'll give directly this one. So it will ask me hundreds of questions. No such host are there, file direct is not there. That is why I'm going to export. See, this is what my host, this is what my port, this is what my this one. So that each and every time it will not ask. If you don't want to, you just give the this one names, no problem. But I'm going to update this and I'll go to create. What is that? Export. For export, I'm going to do. So I'll keep it somewhere. Variable I'm creating, that's it. So what is my host name? So host name is this one. Okay, after that 5432 port number, user is, yes.
You're creating a database on which server?
Okay, I'm not creating on database. I'm trying to access my database from this server. My database is there inside my AWS. That is cloud database. Previously, I used my on-prem database. This is cloud database. Just I'm trying to access it. To access, these are the parameters I need, correct? So instead of giving one time, I'm going to set the variable so that it will not ask me for each and every time. But this is not a right practice to give your password in the hard code format. As I said, your database team knows that how to handle passwords. But I'm showing here demo, okay? So what is my Postgres master? I think. Okay, so this is what password I have given. So one time I'll execute it. Then now I'll go and I'll check the same version. See, previously I could not execute it. It was showing some error. Okay. So now it is a why? Because it is taken all the things from my this one exported files. So it is taken all the details from here and it will execute it and it is giving me the this one 17.4 version I have. Something I did, just I'm interacting, that's it, so that the data should go there. I'm going to, okay, this one done. I'm going to create one database, DB, something like that. I'll create. See, DB has been created. Last time we created DB inside the MySQL, inside it I create, but I'm creating from outside. You can do both the ways. And I'm going to run this. Okay, sorry.
So that's what I was asking earlier about the DB. You're saying you're creating it outside, so it's you're creating it on your local server.
Yes, correct. Last
Okay.
time what I did last time I created locally. So by using localhost, I just entered what I gave last time to enter into my DB. Something MySQL -d -u root. I used the root user and look, I have not given any host here. But this time, whenever I want to enter, I am giving this host name. This host name is nothing but it is public IP, correct? Public DNS. So the moment when I'm giving PSQL-H, so where it will go? It will directly go to my Amazon RDS. It will go. What is the username? This is what the username. What is the port number? This is what the port number. So the moment when you have, it will ask the password. If you have these two things, the DNS name as well as password, yes, you can good to access it, correct? Last time I have not used any DNS name. I used local because my database there inside my VM itself locally. But this time my database is not locally. It is there inside my AWS RDS. See here in my database setting. I'm just accessing from any one of the server. To access, what is the main things you need? First, you need client packages you need to install. That is what I installed here. Postgres 15 I installed. Second thing, you need this information, what I exported. This one, PG host. What is the host? And port number and username and password. These are the things you need to access your cloud-based database, correct? I exported this information. That is why whenever I'm directly running, it is take all this PG host, PG user, PG password, and it will execute it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So what I did, I have done some user I have created. After that, I'll go and I'll run this. I have to run all this. Okay, till SQL. See here, what I did, I create some tables. Okay, in that 3 users I have inserted. Inside the database, I create table. Inside the table, 3 entries I have done. Okay, if you want more entries, you can run like this. Okay. And if you want, you can go and execute this as well. Okay, already it is there. No problem. I did some interaction. That's it. Inside the Datadog agent, I did some interaction. If you want, I have used here. See, bulk insert. If you want, you can go and insert this. If you want to select the user, see these queries I run from outside. If you want to run inside this, then you can go directly and you can run it. See here. If you want to go inside it, you can directly go and you can run it. See, this time it is not asking me the password. What is this Postgres is showing from my server? No, it is not showing from my server. The Postgres, whatever it is showing from Amazon AWS. Previously, it was showing from my server, MySQL, when I use MySQL. That is my server, local server. But it is this my Postgres, what is the terminal? This terminal is not in my local server. It is taken from here. What I'm doing, I'm executing, that is directly it will go and execute inside the Amazon. Okay, so here you could run some command. For example, select user, how many users you have. If you want to check, you can go and you can check it. Okay, it is not working. It maybe my command bad. So I'll go and insert some users. Okay, users does not exist. Something like this. Okay. At least I select the query. Select star from all. Okay, the queries are not working inside. Something my query may be bad. Now I'll go and check whether I'm able to see the see this or not. Okay. Where my database RDS Aurora I have used. RDS PostgreSQL, correct? So I'll open this PostgreSQL. Okay, I'll go and check whether it is integrated there or not. Already AWS we have integrated, but I'll check here RDS. See, if you see RDS already it is installed. Let me uninstall and check once again. RDS, sorry, RDS. Yeah, it came now. Matrices already one overview. Matrices. This is what my account. It is already done. Let me add it again. Okay, it will take 5 minutes, it will telling. So after 5 minutes, it will show here. Okay. See, if you AWS you have not integrated, no, like that it will not show. Okay, agent is installed and all, it will not show. This is sub inside the AWS. Whenever you are doing AWS, all the plugins will be installed. Okay, see here, proxy install AWS proxy. AWS related already it will be installed, but that is not showing here. That is what I'm checking. Where is that list dashboard? Come and see the common this one. What is that? My RDS Aurora. Okay. If you see RDS Aurora, this is giving me information. Why? Because two services are running. Query is 1.7, it is taken. Selected all this information it is giving. This is for RDS common Aurora. But I want RDS Postgres, correct? Postgres SQL. Okay, here it is showing some information, but I have to show here the number of connections, all those things. Tuk, tuk, tuk. Comment not found. These comments are related to Postgres only. Shall we create any user inside it? Okay, so 1 minute to go and create something inside. This is what installed. We have create one table and we inserted these users. That is not a issue. Bulk insert, it should work. Insert into users, email, full name, blah blah. This one should enter. The moment when I run, insert into users, line 1, relation user does not exist. Let me go to RDS, this one, to run some query. That's it. I'm checking run some query. Okay, Postgres DB here. Do we have any query to run it? Okay, locally give us pet clinic create some user we will create. Okay, just we'll create one database. We'll see. Okay, create database, create something. What is telling? Error syntax near pet clinic. Okay, I'll create one more database called pet clinic 1 just to do some interaction. That's it. Okay. They said 5 minutes. It will show the data how for MySQL it was showing correct number of connections, all those things. It will show. Okay. So if I go again into the Datadog integration, something broken it is showing. Why? What happened? Broken? IAM. Okay. What I need to do? Okay, these 4 I need to add same kind of issues. Okay, no problem. Where we can go and insert this. 1 minute. Quickly I'll go there. IAM. The policy I need to add policies. Datadog 123 policy. Permissions, edit. Okay, I'll add some policy here. The policy which they told. Tap. These are the policies they're asking. CloudWatch and all, why they want. These are the extra policies they're asking. So I did changes. And finally, I'll comment and do next. What error it is showing? Mine, iPhone missed. Okay, here I did something. What is there? Here I missed one comma. Okay, I'll come here. WS. Where is the problem? Here is the problem. Configure now. Okay, configure is done by. Okay. Let's check. That I configured now. IAM policy. Permissions. Datadog rule. So inside the role, we cannot do that. We have to go and do the changes in the policy only. Okay, I have done the policy. Save changes. Done. Okay, now go and check. Okay, resolve all the permission issues. Launch. See, it is asking launch CloudFormation template. I don't want to launch it because it is telling that CloudFormation itself will take care of all those things. I have done, but it will take some time to reflect here. I fixed that issue. That is why these RDS data are not coming. RDS as well as EC2 instance data are not coming. EC2 instance is coming, but only the number of instance it is not coming, not properly coming. So AWS account collection, can we go and uninstall, and if I do uninstall and install, then it will be the issue. Let me check at least the updated policy is there, or it is there or not. So I go with the JSON. What is the tag resource is there? Okay, CloudWatch list determine. It is there. Let me go with the CloudWatch as well. If it is get fixed, then we'll see. Let me go with this. Okay, it is taking me to create stack here. I don't want this. Okay, it is going with Datadog role only. Yeah. Okay, let me try this. Okay. Okay, it's going and creating the track. Yeah, stack. Okay. Wait. Okay, that's it from my end. So if this issue got fixed, then you will see the AWS RDS informations here. As of now, it is giving the information about some instances, whatever it is available inside it. Database also it is showing. See here, after this only something happened. After some time, something happened. It stopped the collecting the data. Database 11 is there, which we created, and instances, both the information it is showing. And this is also database related informations only. Okay, queue all these things. Okay, so this, after it is successfully we integrate AWS account, all this data you can see. Any doubts? Ravi, do you want to speak anything?
Yeah, hi everyone. So hope all the topic is covered. Guys, can you hear me? Khalil, can you hear me?
Yes, Ravi, I'm able to hear.
So for open telemetry, already I have uploaded a video in YouTube. You can go and you can watch it. This is a 40 minutes of video and it's completely explained. You can watch it, and remaining, I think all the topics we have covered. Okay. If you have any doubts, okay, in future on related to Datadog, you can reach out to us. Okay, definitely we can help you in that. Okay.